Can you hear anything?
Stars here, so let's get started. Is that one good? I think that was better than my last time. I don't know if y'all silence is because it was whack or because of stream.
How about both?
Oh no, I just found out Kid Cudi dropped a new album, so I was distracted.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Can we hear also Uwu's voice? That was the problem last time. And again, that was the problem last time. I can't hear Uwu's.
What? He's not speaking.
No, I'm looking at the screen. No, I'm looking.
Oh, dark back from that big boy pizza.
Yeah, man, it was exercise. Not exercise.
Yeah, it did sound like you said exercise, bro.
Bruh.
Exercising the pizza.
My son. Got that new Scott Messer.
Ooh, that mic check came in clutch.
Let's check. There we go. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
1 second. I'm gonna listen to it again.
1 2. What is
That's you.
And it's back to business.
So
1 2 3 check.
again,
I think we're all live.
because I switched microphones, I had to redo the audio source.
I think we're all live.
Because I switched microphones.
Hey.
Yeah, I can hear him too.
Yeah.
Damn!
We there.
I'm just sitting there like hearing the same thing 3 times.
Hey, we just making sure.
No, I dig it.
Check all sources.
Let me turn down my volume though, because this mic is a lot more sensitive than my previous one.
We see.
Yeah, it's a lot more sensitive.
Hey.
But all right, so we're gonna go into that first thing that I was talking about. Why you would like Cyberpunk, Star?
Yeah, I'm very curious because before you start, I will say I'm not into single player anything, and I have heard there was going to be a multiplayer.
Yes,
I'm not too into. Well, I mean, other than Disgaea and strategy based RPGs, I'm not too big of a fan of.
Dissidia.
yeah.
No, he's talking about.
No. The City and Disgaea are
no.
two different games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have never heard of this guy.
Y'all had it.
It's a JRPG, bro.
Y'all had it.
Matter of fact, they keep it on the front of the store.
Yeah, we might have.
If you've seen a picture, you'll probably. If you've seen the picture, you'll probably know. But
like, well, no. Check this. I learned about Disgaea from this man's house. Like, bro.
Nope, never happened.
Bro.
Well, Phantom Brave. Do you know Phantom Brave?
Hell yeah, you know Phantom Brave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, it's just like Phantom Brave.
Hell yeah, this man
Phantom
knows
Brave was kind
Brave.
of fun, but
Because of
it
fucking
was
Hollywood, man, we'll shut up about that damn game.
yeah.
Man, Phantom Brave's so good, man. Shut up.
Dude, he completed that game. He, like, when I say completed, he completed everything about that game.
Yes, bro.
But
He
yeah,
was
Your master's dick in the second.
he was
Oh
obsessed
man,
with that
complete.
game, man. But
But-
back to Cyberpunk, like I was gonna say. So, first off, you and your obsession with looking cool. The
Custom creation.
the character creation on there, The only character creator that I've ever used that is more robust is the one for Black Desert, which is like extremely legendary. Like you in the Black Desert character creator, you can make anybody. If you are skilled enough, you can make anybody. Like I can't emphasize that enough. It lets you control everything from your cheekbone height to your cheekbone depth to the gaunt in your cheeks, whether they're sunken in or whether they're full. Like, bruh, like, and this is, I won't say it's the same way, but it's super close. Like, somebody made Peter Griffin, bro.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But that's just one aspect. This is one aspect.
Laughter and all.
No, he didn't do the laugh. But
I thought somebody said laughter and all. I was like,
Nah.
whoa, okay, that's impressive.
But the other aspect is the clothing. Now, the thing about Cyberpunk that's super cool is, let's say you get a, like some games, you get a super cool outfit, but you out level it, so you can't keep wearing it. So you got to change your clothes. That is not the case in Cyberpunk, because you can just keep leveling up your clothes, so you can keep the same outfit and look like right now, my character has this biker jacket with spikes coming out of it. Got this this
I
net
posted
runner
the stream.
bodysuit. Huh?
Posted the stream.
Can't. I ain't took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't took a picture because that ain't me. I just like my picture. Look, my character. I just like playing the game. But
I understand.
Cause like I've had this jacket and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to give up my jacket, man. I'm like, I don't even want to. This jacket fire as hell. I don't know if I'm ever gonna find it again. But I've really gotten into the crafting system, and I was like, wait a second, upgrade. Started rubbing my hands together like Birdman, bro. Got these components, upgraded my jacket to my current level, and I'm like, you mean to tell me I can take these gray items and run these hoes to the end of the game? I ain't never got a switch. And then I was like, you know what? I need a bike, boy. I need a bike. Stole a motorcycle, and then I started buying motorcycles. So you mean to tell me I ain't even got to beat the whole game, but I can completely customize my character to look how I feel I would look during this time, and just keep them that way? Nigga.
That's definitely a strong point for me, man. If I feel cool as my character, and I get to go around with my cool character, that's a selling point. That's a selling point. That's a strong selling point.
Here's the other thing. You like fighting games. You love fighting games.
Absolutely.
When
But
I
before you even start, I'm gonna tell you, it's not a fighting game.
It is not
Nah,
a fighting
nah,
game.
nah.
However, there is a fighting skill tree.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
There is a fighting skill tree. So if you customize your character like the mantis blades, like these blades that are in your arm, like they are a part of you. You leveling up that skill tree lets you do combos. And when I'm talking about combos, I'm talking about like slicing people in half type combos.
Like
So
Devil May Cry?
Yeah, so you can look as cool as you want. You can get yourself armored up, so you ain't gotta like worry about like dying of bullets. And then you can slice people in half, cut off people's heads, like fuck them up. I'm telling you,
That's not a fighting game, but that's more like prototype. No, I understand. I understand what he's trying to say, but yeah, that's more like hack and slash,
bruh.
But again, you know what it really feels like? It's like a better DC universe.
And
that's what it sounds.
There's a fight club in the game.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there is a fight club in the game.
See, and that's all wait, but it's single player only right now.
What the hell does that matter?
Everything.
That don't mean shit. It's single player only right now.
I don't.
Other people can't see how cool his character
hone your
is.
skills, and then when they launch the multiplayer, fuck up people with your skills, because you know they're gonna let you take your character.
Yeah, but my thing is, I'll just wait until the multiplayer become great as fuck when it does come out, and whoop these niggas who thought they was good, this whole
So
time.
listen to this man. This man's sitting here saying, I'm gonna wait almost like a whole year for the multiplayer to come out, and then I'm gonna stun on these dudes. I'm gonna stun on these dudes that have been playing it since the beginning, got their character all customized, learn their combos, got all the upgrades. I'm just gonna come in and stun on them. Then you don't shut the fuck up.
Yes, it won't take long. It won't even take long. I give myself 2 weeks if I actually try. 2 weeks.
Gobi, you hear this?
Actually, my bad.
Hey.
My bad.
Hey.
If I actually
Hey, man.
try 1 week.
Hey, you wanna know something? More power to you, man. But please don't end up like Twan, bro. Don't end up like guys, man.
Oh my
Don't
god, I
let
forgot
this-
about
don't-
that.
Don't let this be. Don't let
Give
this
me
be
one
another
situation
guy's
that
time, man. Don't let this be a awesome T-Tup game, man. Look, you remember how that man did us in Tekken. You remember how God Shine did me in Need for Speed. I'm tired of people hyping me up for these challenges, and then I don't see them no more.
Well, number one, I'm not afraid of challenge. Number two, in the God Shines, we can start with God Shine. We seen how that turned out. We can go with also back with Light, where he was saying this is Street Fighter 4, and he literally got beat so bad. No. He got beat so bad that he starts talking about, well, I gotta go to work, and it just got worse and worse every time he started making excuses. So
I hit the home screen on
like
PlayStation controller.
if I actually want to try and start something, I'm not gonna back now.
No, bro. I love that.
Like Tekken.
No,
That's
I
fine.
gotta go
But
to
Same
Tekken.
time.
I'm just saying. Hey, bro. I'm saying I could understand if you were saying this like with some casual people, but you're talking about jumping in like a multiplayer match. I'm assuming with one of us
I wouldn't mind either.
and being
If I
relevant,
lose, I'm just gonna keep playing it. Relevant? What do you mean relevant? I'll be more than relevant.
all right, man. You know
I love
what?
your
More
confidence,
power
bro.
to you.
love your
More
confidence.
power to you.
I'm definitely because at the end of the day, the verse is all gonna break down to if it's a real fighting game, as y'all say.
Oh
Unless
my
it's like an
God.
RPG element. Unless it's like an RPG element and where y'all taking more damage than I'm.
No, that's it. That's exactly what it is. It's an RPG.
But then then it's not a fighting game, first of all, and then secondly, I'm not bothered by that either.
I mean, you
If they
can
just
fight.
let level cap, if they let level
fight,
cap
man.
in
Fight.
versus,
He
I'm
never
not
called
gonna
it a
go
fight
into
game.
a level cap versus.
Hey, man,
Or my bad,
you-
I'm not gonna go into a non-level cap versus.
What happened to all the confidence, man? If you cold enough, you can beat anybody.
No. That's different because no. The difference is when you're fighting game, you're all on the same level. If you're talking about cheese,
He has
that's
a
the
point.
difference. That no,
There-
you are.
There are a bunch of like I get what you mean where it doesn't have an RPG element where it's like a power level. Actually, no, that's wrong. There are games where like NetherRealm games are a perfect example. They literally have gear sets that make you stronger and shit. And like while they do have a mode where you can like have it where you don't or you are, like I'm pretty
For
sure
a
they also have
tournament
it.
that's actually FGC.
Bro, this ain't the
No,
FGC.
qualified.
Ain't none of
Oh
us
my
getting
God.
paid to play
If it's
this.
not fighting, if it's
That-
not the fighting game community, if they don't say it's a fighting game, it's not a fighting game to
Oh no! I'm saying no. You can do like customize all that kind of stuff. That was in
Okay,
one of my
so name one fighting
Sorry.
game that the FGC doesn't recognize as a fighting.
It's not that, but I'm not saying like
I was
if
gonna
you're
say
trying
Smash
to say
Brothers,
if you're trying
they
to
hate
say
Smash
that
Brothers a lot.
oh you're gonna lose against somebody who has more stats than you, I mean congratulations. I
Okay,
guess.
no, let me put it this way. With experience, I could start a new character. We could start on the same level, and I will still do the same thing. Doesn't matter if it's the character that I've been
Yes,
using or
yes.
a new character.
But I feel not even feel. I know that me giving the game some time and understanding the mechanics. That if you played before I did, as long as I understand the mechanics, I will be okay. As long as your damage isn't doing 700 to my 7, I will be okay.
And as I'm saying, more power to you. I appreciate the confidence. I rather somebody be confident in their ability then telling me, well, I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
Yeah, fuck
Uh,
that.
Ooh,
Fuck that.
did you do the opening already?
No, we just jumped into it.
This was a
Oh,
cold.
okay, okay.
This was a cold.
Oh, okay,
Dang it, I
okay.
like the opening, man. That's
Do
why
it too.
I
All
like
right,
that.
all right. Let's get it started.
We're official right now. We finna get real.
Yeah, we were official,
We
but
do talk
let's get it
hour.
official.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we proudly bring to you the OnlyFriends Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Dark Shadow Con.
Yay.
We have Starface Overdrive.
Boo.
Or I can't think of my intro yet.
Got his own phrase.
We have the Go to Christmas Pass Gobi.
This time we're sponsored by Breaks for Less because they hooked me up. Just by the way.
We got Yume Shizi.
Hello.
Hey.
And we got your boy, the one, the only, Uwu Simp. Thank y'all for coming to the the Friday edition of the OnlyFriends Podcast. The only podcast on the net where we get you oh so close, oh so warm,
Hi.
and oh so high.
So
It was good. Hey, bro. Hey, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Oh, hey, finish it out. It was good. It was good.
It calm.
It calm.
Honestly, I was listening to myself like, man, where's this going? Oh, so cool. Oh, so warm.
Oh so fresh.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
so
Taco
fresh.
Bell
Oh,
might
so
come
fresh.
back as a
Oh, so
sponsor,
fresh.
man.
Oh so fresh. Oh so fresh. Oh so
I'm
fresh.
gonna have to get Vanguard back on my team, man.
They got the chalupa they got the chalupa box. I mean the stacker's gone, but we might give Taco Bell a second chance. But right
They got
now
the
it's Breaks
grilled
for Less.
cheese back.
Even,
Wait,
Got the grilled cheese
I
back.
was just
Wait,
thinking
wait,
about
what?
creating character.
The grilled cheese. Y'all have not had the Taco Bell. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Wait, you mean
shit.
wait, hold on, you talking about like a quesadilla? Cause
No.
No.
The grilled cheese, grilled stuffed burrito is,
Oh,
bruh. It's
Here we go.
it's your normal size. It's your normal grilled. It's your normal like burrito.
All right.
Okay,
Wait.
okay.
Before before you finish, I just want to emphasize on how good Ooh is at selling something because
hey,
I
man,
told you.
he is a pitch
Go ahead.
man, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish, but man, continue.
Bruh. So let me tell you about this experience with this grilled cheese, grilled stuffed burrito. So when you take this thing out the package, first off, it's wrapped in two layers of paper. Because the first layer, that's the normal stuff to keep it warm and everything. But because it's so cheesy, it actually has to have wax paper so it doesn't stick to the inside of it. Because they melt cheese on top of the burrito itself. Then when you bite into it, there's nacho cheese on the inside of the burrito as well.
I'm already sold.
Bruh. So
It's
now,
not like this man was drooling a little bit as he was explaining.
nigga, you don't understand. When they introduced this, I was with my homies, and they were like, "Yeah, let's go to Taco Bell. Let's try that new burrito." And I was like, "New burrito?" And we get there and everything. And I'm like, "Grilled cheese burrito." I'm like, man, it can't be that good, bro. I got that thing. And I was like, "Hey, man, turn around." Like, wait, what? I gotta get another one. Turn around. Like, bro, got a second one, and then I was like, you know what? Let me get a third. Bruh.
Dude, tell them what you used to get your regular order at Taco Bell.
Prove that.
My
That was ridiculous.
My regular order at Taco Bell currently, well, it's still my regular order. It is a Nachos Bel Grande with triple extra meat, triple extra cheese.
Okay.
Triple extra meat. That man's paying like $10 per burrito.
No, they charge 50 cents per extra.
We get
That sounds like a deal right now.
3 Doritos Locos Tacos. However,
Okay.
I get cheese, nacho cheese put on the inside, like on top of the meat.
Yeah.
Then I get 3 regular crunchy tacos. Then I get a grilled stuffed burrito. And then I get a large Baja Blast with no ice.
In one night.
That's one order.
On
That's my
For
normal
you.
order. For me. That is nachos, 6 tacos, a burrito, and a drink. For me.
How long does this last you?
See,
Usually about 5
Days?
minutes.
No.
Oh, okay. No. That makes sense. Then. Okay, that makes sense.
So how much does this end up coming up to? Bro?
That's just like $20.
That's fine.
bro,
Like, no.
hey,
Think about
When
it.
you
Think about it. If you get a
customizing
pizza,
it, right? When you customizing it, they be on it. I'll be on that app like curating it, like I'm making a whole playlist, bro.
Bruh.
So I get 2 5-layer burritos, right? But I get the Fritos in it with the nacho cheese grilled.
Listen.
Then I get the chalupas, and I have them add nacho cheese in that. Then I'll get 3 hard shell tacos. But when I get the chalupas, I'll get I'll usually have I got plastic spoons and shit everywhere. And what I'll do is I'll push it to the side and put the hard shell in between the chalupa. Right?
To this man.
So I'll get 3 chalupas and 3 hard shells, and then I put them together. And bruh, I know all that cheese, man. I'm telling you,
That shit slap, boy.
bro. I don't know what they do to that. Bro, I don't know what they do to that. I don't know what spices they have in their cheese, bro. I don't know what spices Taco Bell put in their cheese, bro.
That shit
Bruh.
is slapping, boy. That shit is not normal. That shit is crack.
And then I ain't gonna lie. Then I get 2 Baja Blast slushies, bro. I'm on it.
I had one of those.
I like listening to y'all. Y'all make me feel normal.
Fat kids, man. Like shit, I'm a fat kid, boy.
Bro, I am 6'4", 240. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with no lettuce, bro. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with no salads, bro.
Bro, we literally were talking about how I said no lettuce, extra mayo, and you was making jokes out of jokes.
That's extra mayo.
Man, bro, you literally eating a soggy bun, bro.
Nah, man.
This man is smiling and mayo gonna drip out of his mouth, bro.
It calm. It calm.
Why you thinking about like that?
Bro, this man got a facial.
I'm eating mayo. I'm eating mayonnaise.
This man got a
Who
facial on his cheese,
smiles
bro.
after they
Get
eat
out of
food?
here.
Bro, maybe that's why you gotta
He
get in
act
your
like
room and
mayonnaise
close
is
the
the end all
door.
be all, bro.
But hold on. You think mayonnaise is a good condiment, bro?
Yes.
Nah,
Get out of
man,
here.
I can't. Not,
He
who are you?
Anything. No. Listen. I actually have a reason. Anything that doesn't have or better yet, anything that has a spice to it, you put mayonnaise with it.
Nah,
If it don't have spice to it, then you can put mustard. But if it's like something like I'm not a hamburger. I don't know why y'all even brought hamburger up, anyways. But
You brought
it's
up
like a
hamburger.
spice.
You said it was
You brought up hamburger. I didn't bring up hamburger.
lettuce, bro.
Hold on.
I was talking about a mac chicken. That was a mac chicken.
Wait, hold on. First, it's McChicken, nigga. Not Mac Chicken.
Mac,
Second,
bro, you got to put all of that above as Mac, bro. Come on, bro.
So wait, hold on. So you put mayo on your chicken over honey mustard.
Yes.
Bro,
A sandwich.
You
Yeah.
wild.
No.
wild.
We're talking about sandwich. We're not talking about just dipping sauce. We're talking about on a sandwich.
Don't matter on the sandwich.
Bro, honey mustard is literally the goat of all sauces. You can put it in every. You can put it in every form. You can layer it. You can dip it. Bro. Honey mustard is it, bro. Come on. Man.
Honey mustard is as a condiment, period. It's way better than mayonnaise.
well, hold on.
It tastes better. It has more utility, bro. Come on, man. Honey mustard.
This is why we don't need to be having these topics, man.
People.
Jesus Christ.
Please keep in mind, Star is the only one here that still eats bologna.
I forgot he eat bologna sandwiches.
Absolutely.
Man,
Actually, I have the
slime?
Japanese Zetai ni.
What
That
up,
is
what up,
absolutely.
slime? They wiping his nose.
Hold on. Let's. Hey, you may.
Yep.
Question, boss. How you feel about bologna?
I don't think I've ever eaten it.
Well, let me describe to you what bologna is.
Sorry. No, I ain't no need to describe. He lives in the better.
Like, bro,
It's probably the most slimiest meat you'll ever eat.
he eats it
Bro,
cold.
it come out the package sloppy.
Not
bro.
even slimy. Not even slimy. Bro, I don't know what they served, dog. It
It
wasn't
come out the
bologna.
package slobbing, bro.
I don't know what they was eating,
First of
bro.
all,
They were
Star, you
eating
can't
plug
say-
meat or
You can't
something.
say when you open up a pack of bologna, juice don't drip out, bro. Bologna.
It doesn't. It does not.
Bro,
It does not.
When you lift
It
up
might
a-
have
when you
some
lift-
condensation. It might have some water
Nah,
that kind
bro.
of
Nah.
drop down. It is
When you
not
lift up-
slimy.
when you
I don't
lift
know
up-
what kind of slimy meat y'all are eating, but it's not bologna.
No, bro. When you lift up a slice of bologna out the pack, it look like a pit bull mouth, bro. Like
No,
it's just
I don't
dripping
know
everywhere.
what kind of bologna y'all eat.
Bro,
I don't know what
bro,
kind of
I
what.
promise you,
Do
every
y'all still be peeling off the red? That's what y'all be doing, right?
You have to peel off that red part. That's
All
not
right.
edible.
So no. Oscar Myers, you don't have to do that.
Oscar Mayer still sloppy too.
It don't matter. It don't matter. All bologna is.
He
First of all,
just
every
skipped a
time-
step, but
every
it's still slimy, bro.
Every time I
It's not
touch a piece of
slimy.
bologna,
Bro,
every time I-
bro, y'all going to put a video and show me the slime because
Every
y'all
time,
making that
every
up.
time I
Oh,
touch
Y'all
a
are
wow.
piece of
making
bologna-
that up. I
First
don't.
of
I
all-
don't know what this.
And then not to
slime
mention, man,
y'all are talking
hard
about.
chunks in it, bro. First of all,
Hard
every time,
chunks. What are you
Yeah,
eating,
bro, it's disgusting, bro. It's just disgusting.
No.
It's
I
got
understand.
bacon
I
bits in the
understand,
bologna,
bro. Exactly.
And then
No,
not
this
to
man
mention, when
eating
I touch it, I have to wash
freaking
my hands, bro.
chocolate chips in his bologna, bro. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're
Whenever-
eating.
you
That's
can't-
not the
okay,
bologna
first of
I'm
all,
eating.
Whenever you touch a piece of bologna, you can't tell me you don't have to wash your hands, bro.
Oh.
Bruh,
The
I
fuck?
immediately
What?
go
I'm
and
eating
wash
my
my hands.
food, bro.
It washes your
do
hands
do
for you.
Wash your hands.
Ugh.
I wash my hands after I eat. I wash my hands after I eat.
It's
But
like
you
a
talking about I have to
spoon.
wash my hands, put it on a
He
piece
said it
of
washes
bun.
your hands for you, bro. I'm done.
It's a paper
Oh,
towel.
man. the great
Bro.
food debate.
This man
I'm
cooks
pretty
his
sure
eggs with a
you may-
spatula
I'm
and
pretty
then wash
sure you
his
done
hands.
had-
Like what?
I'm pretty sure you done had ham. I'm pretty sure you done had turkey. I'm pretty sure you done had chicken. All of
Yes,
those.
and none of it has slime. And then what you're trying to say is bologna has slime, which it doesn't.
It
I'm
does
just saying.
slime.
I'm
What-
just
What,
saying.
what
I'm just-
slime, bro? Y'all going to show me? I don't know what they been serving y'all. I don't know
This
if y'all been a
this-
joke.
This,
I don't know
this
what's
man
going
defended
on.
his bologna like it's his girlfriend.
But I'm defending bologna because I eat bologna. What
That
you
bologna
talking about?
log. He's thinking about a log
Hey,
of bologna right
bologna.
now.
Man, I will bring out some bologna and I actually show y'all right now there was no slime.
That man got a whole log in his house. Bro.
He be going out getting logs of bologna like it's logs of hamburger, bro. Get out.
Bro, that man goes straight
Brown
to the deli,
bologna.
bro. He
Y'all
orders
notice
bologna
how
by
they
the pound, bro.
deferred from the slime and then they start going to, oh, man, you just like bologna.
Nah, that
It
shit's
don't matter. It's all disgusting.
I just want to see the slime part, bro. I don't know what kind of slimy bologna y'all had, but that's trifling.
Maybe you just not aware of it after eating it for so
Ain't
long.
nothing but wired.
He immune to it.
That's
You
trifling.
don't even notice it no more.
These niggas
Bro, he
slimy
immune to the
bologna.
slime, bro.
Even if it was slimy, if you put in them the skillet is burnt. Whatever slime you're talking
burnt.
about.
But you literally like soldering the slime to the meat, bro.
So you can't taste it.
It's cooking
it
in
was
its own
slime.
juices.
Bro, you just sends the slime onto the meat, bro. You coated
This
it. bro.
non-existent slime, this non-existent slime that y'all keep talking
Oh my
about.
God.
Bro,
Yes.
hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor, man. Put that question out on your Twitter.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, put the question out on your
It
Twitter.
sucks
I'm
though.
from the ghetto, homie. I was raised on
most
bread and
of-
bologna.
Am I saying if
All the
bologna is
bologna
slime,
lovers
does
out
bologna have slime? Or what am I asking?
You can't rely on Twitter. Don't use it.
Bro. This man biased, bro. This man biased.
He's not wrong, but
Oh my god.
Hello, fallacies. Thy name is Twitter.
Bro, I'm literally looking
Facts.
at a question
90%
that
of the stuff you
says,
see there is stupid.
why does
Oh,
bologna get
man.
slimy? Like literally, this is the thing. Like that is a
People
question.
asking, why my bologna slimy, bro?
you don't know, bro. Oh, hey, look, maybe I was fortunate to never. Maybe I was fortunate to never come across slimy bologna, and until I
Wait, hold
do,
on. You're the only person in the world who managed to get every non-slimy slice of bologna, bro.
until I do, then I'll agree with you guys. But until I get some slimy bologna, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking
I don't
about.
think he
Bro,
knows.
every time you put that bologna
That
down,
ain't
you like
nasty.
shake your hand and all that stuff
That's
fly off. That's what we
Did you just
talking
admit
about.
you would
Bruh.
eat a
Who does
slimy piece
that?
of bologna?
Bro, you gotta shake off your bologna?
Bruh.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
what you doing, bro.
Pretty much gotta wash it
Wow.
off if you want to eat it.
Wow. What the fuck are y'all eating? What is y'all
Bro.
roll up
You
there?
gotta sanitize the bologna.
I think we're missing one major point. This man
What?
actually has bologna breath.
Yeah, that's
For me?
quite disgusting.
This man actually has bologna breath,
It
bro.
just make me want to vomit.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, remember you was burping, bro. You was burping, bro. That's that bologna, bro.
That's literally the worst lunch meat, bro. It's some other. It's
You
some
a
other
step
stuff.
Lunch meat is
Spam.
delicious, so saying that it's the worst isn't that bad.
You a step up from spam, bro. Chill out.
Spam is trifling, and spam and
it's bologna.
spam
Vienna
and tuna
sausage.
fish.
You can't. You probably eat those too.
What's that shit?
Not
Potty
the worst.
meat, bro.
Did you say it's
Why
not
did
the
you need-
worst?
Not the worst.
You trife.
Wow.
You just said it was the worst.
You trife. No, you eat Vienna sausage as
Bruh.
well. You trife.
Bro, I used to, man.
I used to.
Hey,
This man said it like it was an old
Yeah,
crime, bro. He used to commit.
Oh God!
I
That ain't
used
the
to.
life I live no more. I used to eat Vienna
Yeah,
sausage.
exactly. Like y'all could look.
Hold on.
Beyond social one day great. Bologna, I'll stick to this day, bro.
That man gonna die on a bologna hill, bro.
You definitely right,
Not
bro.
God cover me. in
And it's gonna
bologna.
be extra fried, blacked, and have the cheese milk.
Listen to that. Listen to that. This man is saying like the best way to have something is to burn it.
He gonna have it
Oh.
black, bro.
Not
Oh.
the
Extra
best way to
mayo.
have something, but the best way to have a bologna. Yes.
See. The meat is so trash. You have to burn it for it to taste good. Listen to that. Listen to
I'm
that.
not defending the meat. I'm defending how good it tastes.
Oh God, that's gross.
There you go. Out of all deli meat, you ain't hear nobody talk about burnt pepperoni. You don't hear folks talking about burnt salami. You don't hear them talking about burnt prosciutto, burnt ham. No, everybody wants those, perfect, that perfectly cured, man, stuff you can eat cold. That's why they call cold cuts. But no, this man out here is like bologna though, man. Bologna, the most impure one that I could possibly have. A step up from spam. Basically, Vienna sausage.
Never said any of that.
This man goes to
I was
Subway
just
and
saying
get a
I will
straight bologna
enjoy it.
sub, bro.
I was just saying I will enjoy it. I ain't say nothing about it being the best. I'm just saying I don't mind.
I don't mind.
No, you like it.
eating
You
like a
you
child.
love it.
I
You
don't-
love it.
I don't mind eating like
I
a
don't-
child that don't know
I
no
don't-
better.
You love bologna.
Absolutely.
Kill yourself. Disgusting.
I'm sorry, bro.
We're gonna put
That,
that on his tombstone, bro.
Ugh.
I'm gonna bring like
That-
the day you
That's
die.
on the list of things I will never eat.
And it was wheat bread.
You just trying to be an ass. Wheat bread.
I actually like honey.
Man,
wheat
shut
bread.
up. We
I
read
ain't
garbage,
Bro,
bro.
can we get to a topic, bro? I swear to God, we've been on nothing for the first 30 minutes, bro.
That's because you had to bring up your baloney habit, man. Like it's normal.
I didn't bring up anything
Yeah.
about baloney. Somebody else brought up baloney, and I just defended.
I just defended my trash taste.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I just defended my trash taste.
That tiny.
Oh my God.
gosh.
Shut up. Don't bring your
That
weeaboo
tiny.
nonsense in here.
Are we bringing it?
Hey, weeaboos are cool. Sometimes.
You just
I'm a weeaboo, and I'm cool all the time.
that is not true at all.
Nah, he's Soul Eater. He's always cool, man.
Oh,
No.
Stop
speaking about
that.
Soul Eater.
Stop that.
Speaking
First
about
of all,
Soul Eater, I know you stopped watching Fire Force,
Yeah.
but
this nigga
the
said
season I'm assuming just ended, the anime series. The
Mhm.
season just ended, and like after like the credits and everything, they had a shot of the moon, and then it started to get distorted, and it turned into the moon from Soul Eater.
That's cool. Probably one of
So
the only
I
thing
really
cool
want
from
to
Fire
see that
Force.
because before I say anything else, because I'm gonna be muted for a second. But Soul Eater's best opening was Paper Moon, and I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even
of
think
course.
that's arguable. Like, dude,
The way they introduced that
opening-
song, oh my God. It was in the fight against Black Star and Bafune, and it wasn't even the opening yet. It was just
Oh
an
my
insert song.
God.
And then like 3 episodes
Yes,
later, it becomes the
yes.
opening. I got so hyped when I saw that.
Yes. I didn't even notice the first time, but when he was fighting him, I was like, bro, this is hype as fuck.
Exactly.
When they actually made the intro, I was like,
Crazy.
wow.
Now people thinking about different.
Better than
different
Naruto.
ways.
I'm telling you, bro. I
I don't know
if
about
you
that.
would have asked me back, no. I'm just saying from a perspective when I was watching Soul Eater, at that given moment, if you would have asked me, I would have told you all that. In fact, up until the last 5 episodes of Soul Eater, nobody could convince me otherwise that Soul Eater was better than Naruto.
It's a very underrated
And-
show, though.
Soul Eater is underrated.
Yeah, like you see, like rarely anyone talk about it. Personally, I rarely
true.
see any YouTubers bring it up. There's no YouTuber dedicated to it. The
Crazy.
subreddits, like,
That's
That's
because
crazy. All right.
that's because the anime ended like ass. It was
All
Game of
right.
Thrones before it was Game
Man,
of
That's
Thrones.
not
I
fair,
can't
though.
stay out to hold on, but man, keep this conversation going on long enough for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Man, he finished shit. Notice how he
He's about to drop a
disputed.
sticky load.
Notice how he disputed, bro. He finished shit.
Ain't nobody drop no stinker load in my house.
Looks at me. Man, rest in peace, Pops, boy.
Right, man.
Rest in peace,
He was
Pops. man.
hilarious.
You gotta coordinate, bruh. That's for them young cats out there. Check out a movie called Boomerang.
Oh yeah.
Gotta coordinate, bruh. But so
No, but
No,
go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was just thinking about Fire Force still, and now people is thinking about theories on how Fire Force and Soul Eater can be connected.
I don't want that.
Bruh. Oh my
I'm
god.
just gonna bring
man.
down Soul Eater.
Damn.
No, but no, I don't believe that. I don't believe.
Nah,
it.
they just don't need to do it.
I don't
Just
believe.
leave Soul Eater alone. Don't make any Soul Eater knots again, because that was trash. I don't know how you're gonna make a
that was
prequel.
absolute trash.
It looked
that
like
was-
a
I
cute
agree.
girls doing cute things anime.
Yeah.
Like
It
the
was a
manga
lot.
looked better,
Man,
but I
bruh.
think they're the same story. Like, how are you gonna go from making Soul Eater
Man, that didn't
and then
last
make
so
Soul
much.
Eater
What y'all
not
talking
and
about?
make it? Why would you make a prequel? It didn't need a prequel. None of those characters even appeared in the normal story. So,
Right.
like, what's the point?
What's the point? Gotta continue the legacy and making bull.
No, you don't.
Wait,
No, you
wait,
don't.
wait,
And that's why
Was
we have
Soul
Dragon Ball
Eater
Super.
not?
Yeah,
I got one question. Was Soul Eater not canon?
No,
I think so. What do you mean, no?
think
The
so?
author drew it.
I don't believe that shit canon.
Arthur drew it?
He made it. It was a manga.
Wow. So it is canon.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
unarguably, objectively, it is canon.
The
So
original
But I mean, we
creator
can always
can
just
make
ignore
it and it not be canon.
But I mean, why would he do that?
Money?
and use the same characters.
Money?
I'm just
I feel
saying,
that.
I don't think it would.
It's canon.
It would
That's
bring
tragic.
down Soul Eater. For one,
Nah.
I think it would make it.
I don't think it would. Well, I didn't watch it. I can't lie. I'm just gonna say I
Fire
didn't
Force.
watch it.
Talking about Fire Force.
Yo, I'm
Oh,
just.
Fire
I don't
Force?
think I don't think Fire Force would bring down Soul Eater. I think it would put it back into relevance. To be
It
honest,
doesn't need Fire Force. It needs a better story to put it into relevance, if that's the case.
well, I mean, yeah,
needs
but
One
like,
that isn't
nobody
having
really- but what I'm
characters
saying
use
is-
fan service to distract their opponents.
No, but what
But go
I'm saying, it's not. First of all, I too am annoyed with fan service, but
Stop, McKee.
that's not every episode of Fire Force.
I know.
Like this episode had no fan service. It was strictly all about what was going on as far as the story, but it just had no fan service. But my whole thing is, it would be nice if they did that. If they brought Soul Eater back out with a better story, mainly probably following the
Better?
manga, well, better than what they did at first, and mainly
Maybe
following the
worse.
manga. But nobody, like you said, it's not a popular series right now. It's not. It's you know you could use Fire Force to kind of bring it back into the light a little bit. You don't have to solely
That's true.
focus on all the things Soul Eater. You can still focus on the Fire Force part of it, but you can just kind of bring it back into the light a little bit so that
You
to
could get
start
another
getting people,
anime.
yeah, so that
That'd be
people can
cool.
start getting hype again, and and actually wanting to see Soul Eater.
So what
But there
you're
are two
saying
things I have
is-
to say to that.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
The first one is that I don't think a manga needs to be relevant to get an anime. And my biggest example would be Parasite. Parasite was like a 90s or 80s manga. And out of nowhere, a studio decided to adapt it. And I think it blew up. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because I kind of watched it late. But it
Parasite
was
was great.
it was a great
Yeah,
anime.
it's
Amazing.
And it had no hype behind it. It was just an 80s manga. They said, let's adapt this. And then secondly, I don't want Soul Eater and Fire Force to have the same universe because it wouldn't make sense. Like nothing in Fire Force was hinted at in Soul Eater, and it would feel extremely forced if they were the same universe.
Okay, so I had a thought on that, and only reason I said anything was the download link in Fire Force. That would be the only way they could combine the universes.
Wait, if they did what?
Use the download link.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, because when he goes really fast, weird stuff happens. I was gonna say they could maybe go to a different universe.
There's no limitations in that universe,
and they don't even know
or
what.
that attack. Yeah,
Yeah, they
there's
don't know. Yeah, it's been really vague, the Adola universe, and where it is and what it is. Not to mention, like, as far as like, the abilities, as to my knowledge, like in Fire Force, it's kind of vague as well. Like we know that they have, fire abilities, but it's not really. It's hard to tell like what their limits is and exactly like where it comes from. Like I know it comes from the Adola and all of that, but it's kind of vague, And
I feel like, oh yeah, go on.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just think if they relied on Soul Eater, that would feel very lazy. And then I don't want to see any of the main characters from Soul Eater. Maybe just the world, if they want to do that, but not any of the characters, because I feel like you have a chance to just ruin the characters if you're gonna put them into the story.
I completely agree.
Definitely don't put them in the story.
I completely agree. And I
And-
don't want
Yeah,
like that's what I was saying. I don't want them to, turn the focus on Soul Eater. I want them to still focus on Fire Force. But all I want is, like you said, you don't have to bring a series back into relevance in order to create another anime series. That's not needed, but it doesn't hurt.
That's true.
well, I think having the moon, and I have not seen the episodes, so my opinion is, as is. But having the moon was just a fun kind of wink.
What's up with your voice?
Something happened
bro?
to your mic. It's kind of staticky.
Uh, It was just a fun little wink to the fans of Soul Eater.
I think so too, because in the beginning of the Fire Force manga, there was what's the girl's name? Someone who made the Pusu Pusu flames. There was a flame of Maka's soul and a flame of Soul's soul, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, I and I don't mind that. I'm not trying.
But
it
I
probably was not so much of hinting anything. It was just more so like a fan wink to of the author.
I haven't seen it, but I think so too.
But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think so. I also agree with first, but secondly, I just want to say I wouldn't mind if, like, the Fire Force universe was somehow connected to the Soul Eater universe. I just think that would be cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want them to focus on the characters of Soul Eater. I don't want the Fire Force to turn into Soul Eater, but it wouldn't change my opinion on the entire series. If I would still like it. It's something that I find cool.
I don't think it would change anything, but I think because I was telling you earlier about the Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter crossover.
Yeah,
but
that sounds cool to me too.
But with the Fire, I actually got my arguments about that one too. But before we get to that, I was gonna say about the Fire Force and the Soul Eater. We're taking on fire. I can't think of the enemies' names, but fire enemies. And we were talking about going into the Soul Eater, witches, and all the above. Like, it's just so different.
Yeah.
So at least with Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, there is an argument. There's an argument that, let's say, let's start with Yusuke. He's emitter. You can use the Nin argument and say, okay, well, he uses emitter Nin. But with Fire Force, you can't do that. You can't really do soul resonance.
Different. Yeah.
You can't do you can't do anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against it. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind it. I just like it. I like the idea.
I definitely think it would be a cool way to make it relevant.
And I think it would. I think, like, but and like I said, you wouldn't have to focus so much on the Soul Eater side. But if they were just simply throwing winks out there and hints to Soul Eater and stuff like that, just every once in a while, it doesn't hurt. And I don't know, just like, it's just a cool idea to think about,
like a cameo.
Yeah, and
like Weathering with You.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cameo,
I like things like that, like things coming together, but it doesn't even have to really come together, like Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. Man, those series, I like both of those series. And if there was a cool way to intertwine those two series, I'm sorry, that's something I want to see.
Like, personally, I think it'd have to be a sequel, because then it would feel like Hunter x Hunter is riding off the coattails of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Well, I don't think either way, because Yu Yu Hakusho power scaling just outweighs.
It went to trash.
What?
Damn.
Like the power scaling, it just went crazy. It just kept escalating up and up and up. At the Sensui arc, oh my god, Sensui had like this sacred armor, and then Yusuke gets a power up, he can turn into a demon, he gets super strong, he beats Sensui, and then the next arc he's struggling against Ryzen at the beginning, then by the end of the arc he can go toe to toe with Yomi, who was on the same level as Ryzen. It just keeps increasing, and it has no clear direction.
Said Yu Yu Hakusho scaling is no. You said Yu Yu Hakusho scaling.
The power scaling is trash. Yeah,
absolutely.
Damn it.
The power escalation. What was that?
No, Zetani.
No, I was hoping finally what you call it. So there's a little bit of an inside joke, you may, concerning you.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Well, usually, you're pretty reserved, sir. But whenever you are passionate about something, you're like an attack dog. And
Hey,
it is something watching you go after somebody, like. And I finally like it's done happened to me. It's done happened to Dark. It's done happened to Zaraki. Star is the only person you haven't gone after yet, and I thought he was finally about to get his. That's why I was like, hell yeah. And then,
you know what's even funnier?
I like it, though.
You know what's even funnier is because that's how we even met in the first place.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
We usually always go against each other about
I need it on
stuff.
stream, bro. I need it on stream.
Okay.
No, but I like
It's
it. Like, I find it intriguing because, like, you know, Yume has interesting, points himself. So, I don't know. I just like hearing. I like hearing his points.
I'm
But
just
no,
saying-
I think he was more so just saying like just in a Yume attack form is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yume usually, he'll accept an opinion, but it's different when he is against an opinion.
Bruh, when he's against an opinion, that man is so confrontational. Like he immediately like his always one word. Why? Like, bruh, no matter what it is, first thing is why. And if your answer isn't sufficient to where he's like, okay, I see that, he's like, no, that's trash. Let me tell you why. And then he goes into this whole tangent, and you just like, damn dog, leave that man alone. That man has a family.
Love it, bro.
He do be letting y'all asses have it, man.
Bruh. That man is a
Put you on
terror
the stretcher vocally.
when you ain't on the
Hey,
right
man.
same man. He is a
Hey.
terror, bro. Like when that man asks why,
Hey.
it's short and concise. Why?
Hey.
You know fucked up. You know fucked up, bro.
Luckily, I've never had any need to hop the fence.
So I'm just like, I was. finna
I
be happy.
mean,
Man,
Are there two series that aren't?
actually, do y'all want to talk about hockey today?
Yes.
Do y'all want
Yes.
to talk about that today?
all right.
Uh-oh,
On that
now
note,
you
I'm
wanna know
gonna
what's
use the
funny?
restroom.
Also,
I'll be back.
you wait. You know why this is funny though? Hold on, because this might be his chance to finally get it on the stream.
Get
I
what?
actually want to what he was just talking about because I don't know if y'all.
I
Y'all
actually
might have
want to
different
know.
opinions.
Wait, yeah, possibly. I actually want to hear Darks also. So today's episode of hockey. What do y'all feel?
Well,
Spectacular.
Spectacular.
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was simply amazing, and I'll tell you why. Like this entire game to me felt lackluster because we all knew who was going to win in the end, and for me that takes some of the fun out of watching it. But that's not to say the match wasn't interesting. It like I've been saying this whole time, hockey hits on its high points, and it doesn't matter if the match is not interesting. They're gonna have some good highs and some really good low parts. Some and even if you're not interested in the actual match. But this episode in particular, like just seeing them go back and forth, like okay, they was like I swear everybody just one more point. That's all we need is one more point. And every time they would need that 1 point, no, that other team, the Twins, gonna come through and score another point. So it's a deuce again, pretty much. Them struggle to get that one last point. And also, even though I was complaining about the ace last episode, I feel like the moment that he had this time was pretty cool. I feel like they actually gave him a pretty cool moment in this episode. It was respectable in comparison to the moment he had last match, even though it was quicker. It was like a quick little moment, but I liked it. And I don't know, man. Like it was a lot of cool parts in this. Also the quick when Hinata and the setter, I can't
Tobio, Kageyama.
Kageyama, yeah, and they both blocked the quick. I thought that. Oh yeah, and when Hinata hit the man, Hinata been coming through with the little receives, bro. Like he's been coming through. Like I like seeing him. I actually like seeing him progress as well. But yeah, that's why I liked today's episode.
I got 4 reasons I like the episode. The first was Kageyama's drop. I love whenever they do a drop because you don't see it coming, and the way they cut off the music, it felt like when Aizen stopped the bleach, Ichigo's sword in Bleach. That was an amazing moment.
Yeah, I thought that's how you looked at him, like
yeah.
Dude, I thought that was pretty cool.
And then there was Azumane's spike and Hinata's receive that allowed them to have time. Both of those were hinted at in the previous season, or they were shown in the previous season, and like the author decided to use them both in this match, and the way they were set up and finally used at like a hype moment, I thought that was really smart. Because like we saw Azumane, he said he told Kageyama that he was trying to do something different, but we didn't exactly know what that was. I think we did, and they used it, and that was amazing. And then Hinata having that nice receive, giving them time, like it was kind of set up that he was about to happen, because like you saw everyone like trying to go fast, and you saw their faces and zooming in, and I'm like, Hinata's gonna do something because he wasn't shown, and then he made time. You see Hinata becoming an even better player. He's learned how to receive. He's learned all these strategies, and his, as they said, his instinct is turning into intuition. And finally, the final point, I love how poetic that was, because the twins copied their quick, and then the 2 people that are part of the duo, the quick, were the ones who blocked the point. And I thought that was just amazing.
It was definitely.
I was laughing. It was so good, man.
But what about you, Star?
Listening to that explanation, wow. Because I when I seen it, I didn't see none of that. But honestly, I didn't give 2 fucks about this episode.
What?
This episode was kind of like whack. I'm like, okay, first of all, we already seen Hinata did this receive. So no. First of all, it was all about the animation. The animation was beautiful. The animation was great. They could have did this same animation through almost beforehand, and it would have been just as amazing. And I feel like a lot of people just in the animation. Secondly, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it when I was watching the anime. I mean the episode, because we already knew Karasuno was gonna win. I just really feel it was just animation. I feel like everybody's hype was animation. Even
was that,
with
wait, hold on. Who's everybody?
Everybody on
Twitter. There we go. I told you Twitter is trash.
What
All
you,
of them
you
talking about the animation.
Okay. Well, yeah, that. But even with Kageyama's dump, I didn't even feel like it was just that amazing. Like, I didn't feel it was that amazing. I didn't feel it. When I seen the guy from the Neko team, when he did it, I was like, wow, it was cool. When Oikawa did it, I was like, man, that's cool. Even when Kageyama did it against Oikawa, I was like, man, that's cool. When he did it this time, I felt like it was just so built up. It was like, oh, I guess. And then he just cheesed at the camera so hard. And I'm just like, I guess. And I'm going off of it. Yeah, bro, he cheesed at the camera. He cheesed at me. When I was watching the series, I watched him. And he looked at me. And he was smiling. I was just like, I guess. So, like, personally, I'm going off emotion. I didn't feel it, man. I just didn't feel it. The animation was top notch. I loved it. I loved every piece of it when they're just hitting the receives with their fingers. I loved it. But when I'm just watching it go back and forth, I was just not feeling it. I was just,
I did in
I
this
get
episode.
I,
It's about time. It's about time y'all actually
Mhm.
become a powerful team. And I really like that part too.
before you continue, there was one line that I enjoyed the most out of all of this episode. And it was when the coach said, "We don't need any miracle." I love that one line so much because he's basically had confidence in his team. He was saying that, this isn't like we're on our backs, nothing. He simply said, "We don't need any miracles." He knew his team had it. I love that more than anything in this entire episode.
I like that part too, but it's not my favorite part of this episode.
I agree.
I love it.
I just think it was like this episode just had like
Animation.
no, it wasn't animation. It was
It
just
had good
game-
story, hype.
Yeah, like I
Wasn't.
just
It
like
wasn't.
the ending.
Like, come on, dude.
to me-
Let's talk about, bro.
The ending.
Oh,
the ending
are
to
we
this
accept?
whole-
Are we settling? Are we settling? Are we
I'm not-
settling for this?
I'm personally, you know how I felt about this entire match. Like I've been telling you this whole time, I don't care about the twins. The only person
He
I
is
really
probably
like,
my favorite character now.
the only person I really like on that team is probably the guy that does
Black and white hair.
Yes,
Who
that's
narrate?
yeah.
Who narrator?
yeah, I guess.
No, I mean, kind of. You mean the no heavy or the black and white?
I'm talking about the guy with the
all
black
of
and
my
white
goodness.
hair. I'm talking about the guy with the black and white hair that likes to do stuff in routine. He does everything he's supposed to do.
The
And
narrator.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's what you call him. I don't know, but
I mean, that's
I
all
like
he
it.
does. He just sits on the sideline. He be like, "Oh man, this is gonna happen."
I
Our
mean, he
team's
got on
probably
the team
gonna
and calmed
lose.
everyone down.
The narrator. All right.
He-
For me,
That guy.
for me, he's the guy that holds the team together. He's
Yeah.
he's
The
the guy,
narrator.
especially-
Okay, we got that part.
especially in intense
All right,
moments. Like he's like the like
you guys are
like
probably finna
like
lose,
like Zara-
but it's okay though. We don't need memories. We won't remember this L.
Look, I've been.
What
saying
did he
this-
do to you?
I've been.
Nothing. That's the problem.
I've been saying it the whole time, man. Like we all know how this game was going to end. We knew how their story was going to end. But even you found parts in between the beginning and the
He was
end
probably my
that
favorite
you
character.
liked,
Yeah.
Star. And
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Beforehand, before this last episode. Yes.
But you're saying that as if you didn't know how the last episode was going to end.
Oh, I knew how the last episode was going to end with them losing. I just needed to see how it was going to happen. And now that I've seen, you could have rallied this. You could have put this animation in any of these episodes beforehand. This episode that you put all this animation in was lackluster to me. Not even to me, bro. It was lackluster. It was just why? The dump Kageyami did and all of that. Why? They put so much emphasis on this dude Hanada making a receive again. You know what?
But I mean, it was a
better?
move that was used before, and it had not been used in a match yet.
He did it literally in the same game.
No, he didn't. He was just a receive. It wasn't a high receive. The specialty of this receive is that he puts it very high up into the air and gives everyone time to calm down.
Same
That was
thing.
not the same
It's
receive. That's
literally
not the
the
same
same
receive. That's not the same receive he had before.
What?
It's really not.
Everybody didn't calm down. They had a whole narrative about, oh man, it's only so, but when this kind of thing happens, it was literally the same thing. If you want to say high receive, or he said the other time he uses body weight to throw the ball high into the air for everybody. No, dude, it's
Honestly, all of them, and that is because of the what's it called? The newbies. The newbies. They really
that would be a fun argument because man, we're gonna freaking take the whole string. But I'm gonna write that down real quick.
While he's writing that down, I would just like to inform everybody. Yeah, that new Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon Part 3, it's already seeming to be pretty fire.
Wow.
But I mean, it is Kid Cudi, so you know.
Wow.
So you wanted to talk about that AOT opening, right?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Bro,
I haven't.
get outta
Cheeto.
here. This man kept saying that they were saying something about Don Cheeto. I listened to it. I was like, no, that's all you. You in here trying to implant some fucking double effect, bro. This man out here hollering Don Cheeto.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I listened to it, I'm like, what is this trash? I had to listen to it a few times before I could make it bearable. I think there are good points in the song. Like, for example, during the chorus, I really like the chord progression, but the fact that there are really not lyrics, there's no lyrics holding down the song. I feel like that's a huge missed opportunity because all the other songs they got lyrics, they got the background instrumentals, but this song is mostly just background instrumentals plus chanting. There are some lyrics, but they're also very chanting, and they're under the chanting above that. You can't really hear them. You got to look at the lyrics so that you can understand what they're saying. But it did have a creepy vibe.
Okay, yeah. All right. You're
I
not
like it
wrong.
better. I like it better than 2, 3, and 4.
I like it better than all of them,
But not 1 and 5.
No. What you just said actually was pretty accurate. I like the dark demeanor of the song, at least at the beginning. Like the violin and the piano, I think it was really, really cool.
When the violin comes in the second half of the chorus, that was nice too.
And yeah, it's chanting, but most of AOT is chanting.
Nah, 1 and 5. All the openings have lyrics. They may have chanting, but they got lyrics that provide their own melody. Then they got a background instrumental that provides its own melody. Then they got a chord progression that kind of provides its own melody. This song only had background instrumentals, chord progression. They didn't really have a melody in the chorus. They just had chanting. And I feel like that was a huge missed opportunity.
Think so? I mean, actually, listen. I'm hearing what you're saying, and I can understand because when I went back and listened to the number ones, like all of them, I feel like the other ones were just engaging. Like when you listen to the song, the music constantly made more and more. It increased. Like, wow, okay, but. And maybe it is a bias that I'm just saying darkness. This first one, just the first melody. I'm listening to it in my head right now. Like the chanting, and then when they did the violin. I don't know, man. It just I feel it was much darker than the other ones. I don't feel like any of the other ones were darker.
How you feel about that auto?
Oh yeah.
In the new one?
The auto tune.
In Attack on Titan?
No, I'm in with this mic.
Oh, I can't hear that. But yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't feel the darkness in the other ones, and maybe that's what I'm getting at.
I do agree. This sounds the darkest, especially that last little riff. It sounds very creepy. But on top of another criticism I have, the visuals are trash. They don't look good. They are
Bro, I
colored
will
good.
not.
They
I
repeat
will not
visuals.
argue. Yeah, that's my biggest. That's my biggest argument.
It's not even synced. They
They
could
were
at least make it synced. These visuals are trash. I like the end where there's chanting monster and you see Aaron and like zooms in. That looked really creepy. It went well with the music, but the rest is just explosions, Michael Bay nonsense. This 3D models breaking like they're from
Michael Bay
Avengers.
nonsense.
Like
No,
it's
no,
trash.
bro. Give me 1 second, bro. I'm finna show y'all what I literally said that on Twitter, and it's even funnier because he's not on Twitter. But
Because Twitter sucks.
That's exactly what I said on Twitter. I was like, bro, this is just Michael Bay all day, bro. This just explosions after explosions. They literally repeat animations.
Mm-hmm. The visuals could at least be
that's
relevant.
so whack.
But like
And
a
then somebody told
blowtorch,
me they was like, oh, we they didn't want to what's the
spoil
word?
anything.
Yeah,
That's a
they didn't
stupid
want to
argument.
spoil.
An opening should always be allowed to spoil stuff.
At least something.
But this was trash. Who has a blowtorch in Attack on Titan? I read the manga. No one holds any weapon that shoots out fire. What is that? And then the explosions. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like those
Bro,
kind of
you can spoil
fiery
it.
explosions, they're not in the manga. They're not like that. The visuals are mostly irrelevant, and that just bothers me because they look trash. They could at least look good and be irrelevant. Like Kekai Sensen ending 1, those visuals are irrelevant, but they look cool. They sync with the music. They look nice. Kekai Sensen, Blood Blockade Battlefront.
You talking about? You said the
ending 1, the one where they're
which
dancing.
one?
The dancing one.
Okay.
Those visuals have nothing to do with the show except for the characters, but at least it looks good. At least it's synced well. At least the music is good. But this one,
the ending.
That's true. But I can give another opening. Naruto opening 10 new song. That like it has Naruto characters dancing and stuff. But at least the song sounds good and the visuals look nice and they synced well. This one, the visuals don't look nice. They aren't synced well, and the song it's all right.
The song
visuals are trash. I mean, it's better than like 2, 3, and 4.
The song is better than all the rest.
I don't know about that. 5 and 1 are pretty insane.
One is a hard argument. When I went back and listened to that, it's like I said, I always go by my feelings. And when I listen to it, I just feel like, man, I get that chill. I'm like, this was amazing. I don't know about 5. I don't know about 5.
5 visuals, I just thought they sang so well.
I haven't seen Attack on Titan yet, but I do want to get y'all general opinion about, like, I guess a rating on what you would give the series.
Top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
What were we?
Well, okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, not where you put it on your all-time list, but just a rating out of 10.
What were we rating?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan thus far.
Strong 8.
I'll say 9 or 10.
Strong 8. Tell me 3 funny things that happened in Attack on Titan.
Funny.
Funny doesn't have to be a part of rating.
Hold on. I got him. The potato girl scene. The first time she was eating a baked potato.
All right.
Damn.
Semi-funny. All right, that's
semi-funny.
Semi-funny.
When Titans be running with people hanging out their mouth.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Not funny at all.
That shit is hilarious. You ain't got no sense of
How
humor.
about the
bro.
one where Mikasa said that Sasha farted after when the guy came in because they were fighting?
Funny at all.
All right, let me. Damn, I don't know. It's been
All
a while
right.
since I
So
watched it.
let's go to the next one. Entertaining characters that can go outside of their story-driven plotline.
I will agree. A lot of the Attack on Titan characters started off like extremely bland, but I think Eren in the manga or in this upcoming season, he becomes a really good character. I think Levi was a good character, and I think Erwin
I'm
was a
not
good
saying
character.
that the characters are bad. I'm just saying that can go outside of their storyline. I'm saying that a character who can
Yeah,
go
but
into a
what kind of rating
situation
process is that?
that
Gintama rating process.
Like it makes no sense. You're trying to gauge how good the characters are. Yeah, that I understand. But
You
if
try
a
to
character,
gauge how close it
if
is
you
to
can
Gintama.
pluck a character out of Attack on Titans and put it in another anime, why are you rating that?
they don't
Why
work
not?
either. They don't work either. Exactly. That's the problem.
But okay, for me, the characters like for me, the two characters I want to highlight, the Armor Titan and the
Reiner.
yeah, and the
I like Reiner.
yeah, and
Colossal?
and the Colossal Titan. I love.
House Titan's trash.
No,
I agree.
I'm not talking about the Titans. I'm just talking about the actual human characters.
I'm talking about the character. He's trash.
Bertolt, he is kind of trash.
Can-
He
can-
just
can-
sims for. Let him finish. Let's let him finish.
I'm not trying to say I like the characters because I found them. I like the turmoil that they went through, the confusion and the just the. I like all of that. That's the kind of thing I like.
I like it for Reiner.
So you like Sasuke, right?
No,
Sasuke's
you
great.
always
He
go
went-
back to Sasuke.
I'm
No, you
just
always
saying,
go back to
You're
Sasuke.
talking about turmoil and all this nonsense.
Sasuke,
I'm
right?
just saying. You're
Just
talking about you like
just-
all
just
turmoil
because
and non-character and
And I
not
tell you
funny.
every
And
time.
now you
And I
telling
tell
me
you,
about
Star, and I tell you every single time that the way something happens matters. Like the execution in Naruto, as we know, is horrible
I don't know what you're talking about.
at certain
Mm,
points.
I have to disagree.
The fact that
Yeah, I got to disagree too.
okay,
No, but let's let him finish.
but going back to which one do y'all want me to argue? Why I like Reiner and the Colossal Titan, or why do I think the execution in Naruto is horrible?
All right, go to Reiner because we go into Naruto. That'll be another. 7
Exactly,
hours.
you brought it up. You always bring it up. No, I'm just saying the way it was done.
Sasuke sucks. But continue.
My fault. I had
I
to step away.
disagree.
What we on this time?
We're talking about Reiner and Bertolt and whether their turmoil was executed well. I think Bertolt sucked, but I think Reiner's was good. But go on.
No. I think both of them were executed well. That's not my argument, but
Bertolt
he's
too.
trying to.
That man a blank slate. The only thing I can tell you about his personality is that he likes Annie Leonhardt.
Oh, that was his whole character, so I don't think it was executed wrong.
I mean, I think it was executed poorly because like, if you look at Reiner,
He's just
this
a
man
trash
has like
character.
multiple. All right,
Hey,
fair enough.
it's not that. It's not that about it. He
but-
was executed wrong or right. It was
it's-
just he was a trash character, and he, executed
like the
trash.
fact-
And, whatever.
I
move
like
on.
the fact that Berto, I guess it was his name. Like when they first were introduced, they were confused. Like they didn't know. Well, okay, maybe they did know that they were Titans. But I know Berto was having a mental breakdown at certain points because
Bertolt?
Yes.
You sure it wasn't Reiner?
No, because Berto was the
Reiner's
one
cool.
inside of Reiner was
The armor
Colo-
titan.
Yes, and he was Berto. At times, he was scared. He didn't want to do certain things. Like he was literally confused. He didn't want to kill. He didn't want to kill some of the people that he killed. Like
Marco.
I just like that. Like he didn't know what decision to
conflict.
make. Yeah, he was.
Mm.
Yeah, he was very conflicted as a character, and I just found it. I like. Yeah, I know the fact. I didn't mind the fact that he was in love with that.
No, that's not my problem. My problem is that that's his most defining character trait that I can think of. But yeah, his fickleness. My problem with his fickleness is that it doesn't stem from like what's it called, morality. It just stems from like not being sure what to do. If he was like, is this the right thing to do? I think that would make him like a very complex character. But he kind of just seems wimpy. That's it. It doesn't seem like he's questioning, is this the right thing to do?
I mean, I can definitely understand that, but I just took it from a perspective like he he didn't necessarily want to do the things that he was doing, and he didn't necessarily know what the right choice was. Because, I mean, for me watching Attack on Titan, it was just like a lot of things were like not explained. And
Where did you get?
I'm all the way caught up to the last season. I haven't seen this latest season.
If I actually cared about this freaking series, I could probably give a lot more information. But
no, but it just seemed like they literally kept some information from you during this series to like not exactly prolong it, but it just seemed like they were intentionally not giving you pieces of information.
Is that good or bad?
yes.
It's not bad. It's not a bad thing at all. But it just, for me, it just made it harder to see why the Titans were necessarily bad. I know they were eating people, but like, why were they doing this? Like, what was their ultimate goal? And why was the king wiping people's memories and being so secretive and stuff about that? Like, you know, so it's just like it's evil on both sides. So it's just like, you know,
The best kind of animes.
and I like that. Like, I don't know, you know, and I'm that's why I'm curious to see this last season, because I want to see why the Titans did the things that they did. And why.
Cheeto.
No, they didn't say that.
So it's just, you know, and I feel like, you know, Berto and the Armor Titan, they I kind of felt like them. Like, I don't know what, you know, I don't necessarily know if what you're doing is bad. I know you eating people and, you know, killing people for a specific goal, but, you know, is that goal bad or good? Are the people in these little
those
towns
are the best series.
Wait, so then why is AOT just an 8 for you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just told you. First of all, the
But you said
comedy. First of all, the comedy. Second of all, I barely have, and Radiant barely gets passes. I don't care for the characters.
That's
don't
a
care for
fair
the
one. The characters were not too well developed.
And those are the biggest things for me in a series. I'm not critiquing the story at all. I think the story is great. But it is mostly, when I critique a series, it's my entertainment. And that comes from characters and
That's what like we're born to. That makes sense now.
yeah. Like that's just what it is. And I don't feel that from a second time. Yes, it's a dark story, a well-written story, but I don't care. Maybe if you ask me, like, you know, rate the story, maybe by the end I can say a 10 out of 10. Because the story all matches, makes good sense. But
I won't say everywhere makes good sense, but most of it.
I don't know. But I don't care. I don't care about the story. I don't care about the characters. There's not one character that you can ever ask me, like, man, what's your favorite character? You will never hear me say anything from Attack on Titan.
How far are you? Have you read the manga or just anime?
I'm not
But
gonna
you
read
did have
them
favorite,
all.
but you had favorite characters on Attack on Titan, though.
No, he's saying
Yes,
like if you
from
ask all
that
time
on.
favorites.
Oh, okay, like you out of any anime, okay. But I mean,
Attack on Titan would never be on.
I
any
think
of that list.
only
Okay.
Aaron might be.
one thing about Attack on Titan for me
I don't even
that
care about Aaron.
I like Aaron, but it's not like he.
It's funny
like my
because
top.
everybody hates Gabby. It's like, dude.
But for me, it'd probably be your boy, my boy, the dude.
Levi.
Yes, Levi or Mika.
Yeah,
Like,
I hate
but
Mika.
Aaron- I like Mika.
She
I
sucks.
don't get no. Mika's ridiculous.
She sucks. I don't care about her physical ability. She sucks as a character.
Yes, I know. Yes,
She
I
just
know
wants
she's-
Aaron's dick. That's it.
Yeah, man, but she's ridiculous. But
she's strong, but she's strong.
yeah,
She's
man,
strong.
she's super strong, bro.
Strong
But,
women.
But
Strong women, bro. He all for it though.
one thing about Attack on Titan for me, and I really liked, I think it's two things you can really say, is one is Attack on Titan started out with a splash, man. Like
That's true.
It
when
started
that-
out great. It did.
man, when that anime came out, man, seeing people getting eaten by Titans and Titans busting through
And I was
walls.
the only one who was like, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah, you were because you thought the
Nah,
Titans
to be
were-
honest, I watched the first episode and I was like, I can see the appeal. I just never cared about it. I still don't watch Attack on Titan.
Bro, look at them things. Yeah.
I mean, I can definitely understand that, but I mean, I'm just saying generally, I think Attack on Titans, it was a splash for a lot of people. Not just saying us, but just generally. And also, before Attack on Titans, I can't remember the last thing I seen that
That's unfortunate.
where a Titan, where they had it
There
was
ain't
it's
no
kind of
Titan,
original.
but-
I ain't seen Titans eating people like that. It was kind of an original story. It was an original story.
I mean, I don't know about originality because I think everything is inspired by something else. Like I could explain Attack on Titan by mashing a whole bunch of anime together. I could start with Evangelion.
gotta-
You take Evangelion, then you make it like
I
a
was gonna say, that's
zombies.
the easiest one to start
Yeah,
with.
but, I
Yeah.
mean, but
Bro, even
I'm
It was a
just-
unique mix,
Yes, it was.
but I
a
don't
unique-
think
Okay,
the individual
from
things were
what we
that
were
unique.
using.
it was a unique anime. Definitely at the
Patroning.
time,
Yeah.
So I mean,
We
know,
usually see Naruto beat a Jonin in the first episode while stealing the secret scroll that everybody should not be able to.
and I'm not gonna, you can be inspired by something and still be original at the same time.
Yeah,
Because I like whenever I used to edit pictures, I would be inspired by different things, but I would try to make it look different, and it's just like, you're gonna be inspired by something,
absolutely.
especially if you're a creative person, you're gonna be inspired by something. So, but I do love creativity and originality, But I do think Attack on Titan was pretty unique for when it came out.
I don't even think the Attack on Titan. Oh, maybe that's another thing. The character models aren't even recognizable.
I don't know about that. I think the art style is very recognizable, but if you're saying if you put them in a different
I'm saying,
art
like,
style, I
in a
do
silhouette.
think
In a silhouette.
yeah, that's true.
Like it just who you could probably guess everybody but them.
Because they're all wearing the same thing.
Well, not even just wearing, just art style, just their hairstyles even.
They do have pretty similar
If
hairstyles.
you put them in a silhouette, you will not be able to identify them.
Unless it's like the pose or something and you recognize that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not
and
gonna
even
argue
then, you might question it.
Mm.
Like,
Are
that's
one of
just
your
not my.
serious gripes the hair, bruh?
Yeah.
They don't look cool enough.
Like,
It's
bruh.
not. Even, it's not.
I mean, you gotta remember
stop.
this the same person
Y'all,
made
y'all
Kratos
always,
'cause he's
y'all
bald.
always try to bring this up, but I'm saying that this is actually a real critique about this.
No, I agree with him. The character designs look very. If you look at a silhouette, a lot of people say silhouette test tells you a good character design. Their silhouettes aren't that good. Armin, the three main characters all got like basically the same hairstyle in a silhouette.
Bruh. Not every anime protagonist gotta look like they came out of Yu-Gi-Oh, bruh.
Oh, but I'm
But I
not
mean,
saying that.
you can
I'm
have
not
different
saying that.
hairstyles,
I'm
though.
just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just over
We
here
don't have
like,
to use the protagonist. We can use the majority of the cast.
I mean, but that's a very kind of
And-
nitpicky type of. For me,
hell yeah,
it's-
that's nitpicky, man.
Nitpicky? That's not nitpicky. What do you
No, I
mean?
do think it's
Everybody
nitpicky.
gotta- It's
Their
not nitpicky.
hairstyles
All
aren't
them-
varied enough, and I can't
No, it's their
identify them with a
silhouettes. I said
silhouette.
It's their
silhouette.
silhouettes because
I
they all
said
wear the same thing. So
silhouette.
the only thing you can change is their hairstyle if they're all wearing the same thing.
But I mean, you gotta
Well,
think,
see,
you gotta take the actual
That-
anime into
that's
context
not
as well.
But I mean,
They're in
look
the
at World Trigger.
military.
Characters wear the same uniform, but they got stylized stuff. They change little
It
aspects
can
of
be
their
a
uniforms.
pose. It can be a pose. It can be anything that just
Like,
identifies the
yeah,
character.
bruh, Attack on Titan, these people are in the military.
No, I understand the criteria of the series. I'm
Are
not
you
saying
sure?
that.
Because the military
Yes.
only has like 4 to 5 approved hairstyles. Like the real military.
Ponytails, buzz cuts, even with like longer hair, you can only have it to what is it
like
what is
But
it,
I mean,
half?
this isn't a
Half an inch?
real military though. Look
This
at
is
Mikasa. She
an-
started
Same
with
thing
long
with-
hair too.
well, you brought up World Trigger. So
Yeah.
World Trigger, basically that's a special defense force.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas an Attack on Titan, like they have clear branches of the military and the purposes they serve. While this isn't
Yep.
the real military, as we come to understand it, in this universe, this is the military and it is grounded somewhat in our own military. Like individualism in the military is not something that is, you know, prized or actually like encouraged. You're encouraged to be uniform because you are uniform. You are not an individual. You are you are just another cog in the machine. You are a soldier.
Unless you're Aaron.
Yeah, no. I'm listening. So you all have to have your hair cut short, right?
Yes.
Nah, in Attack on Titan, they never specified that though.
Oh, I know. That's what I was finna lead to, because they don't even go by that rule. So that rule doesn't apply to Attack on Titan.
They don't go by that rule in what way?
They never talk about hair
Yeah.
length specified. When Mikasa cut her hair,
Because-
that was her own choice.
She cut her hair,
A
but
lot of
nobody
hair.
has like exorbitantly long hair. It is all neat and tidy. Usually
What?
above the shoulders. I can't think of any character who
Is true.
who has hair.
Historia used to have hair that went past the shoulders, I believe.
But she wasn't in the military at first, right?
Crystal Lens, yes, she was.
It's just more so y'all are like making this big argument about like, oh, their hairstyles are the same, but they're supposed to be. Like, regardless if they've established it or not, as a reader or a viewer, you are supposed to like look at this like, oh, this is a military. They have certain standards in place. Regardless of whether or not it's in this universe, they have approved hairstyles. Like
That's
an
fair, but I
actual
mean,
military.
his critique is that the character designs don't really do anything for him.
Well,
like, regardless
not
of
e-
what-
No. Before we go further, Aaron has long hair.
Well, now he does. But his main critique, I mean, I do think it's a nitpick, but I think it's a fair nitpick because he's saying that the silhouettes, they're not that good. The character designs aren't that good. I mean, that wouldn't rank down an anime for me, but I do think it's a fair critique. Regardless of the story.
If we're going by silhouettes only, that's fair. But yeah, Aaron does have long hair.
But I mean, that's only now, and he's not even technically in the military anymore.
Like the picture of Aaron that I have in my head, because I haven't watched this since season 2. His hair.
Then he won't have long hair.
What you call it? Yeah, like the Aaron that I know of, that I still know, that I still see. Bruh, his hair didn't go past his ears.
It's the recent season. His hair is long.
Yeah, he's in his. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. His hair is almost like mid back.
Well, then obviously he's not in the military anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's why, but I do think he is not in the military.
Like he's even if he still is in the military, he's not meeting standards. Like that's the reason. Like think back to the first episode when they were all like learning how to use 3D maneuver gear and everything. All of them had nearly the same identical hairstyle, just like you would in boot camp. They shave your fucking head in boot camp, except for females. They cut it so either it doesn't go below your ears or it is 2 inches above your shoulders.
Have you been into the military?
I have.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
Like this is just a thing, and it's meant to show that there are no individuals in the military. That's why the U.S. Army stopped using that whole slogan "Army of One," because it promoted individualism, and people started to really like take that to heart. Like, I'm an army of one, and it was putting other people in danger. So they fucking nixed that. You don't hear army of one anymore. Because motherfuckers started trying to be cowboys and not realizing they not motherfucking cowboys. And started really getting fucked up, bro. No, seriously, like look into that shit, dude. That army of one shit is gone.
That's insane, bro. They started really
literally,
trying to be like
they was literally being star, and they was up there
Oh
like,
my
oh man, oh
God.
god,
Please
because
stop.
no
Please.
bullshit side. No, I'm not even joking. If I had joined the military early on, I would have been one of those guys.
There you go.
And they put those kind of guys on the front line because they feel like they cannot die. I would have been one of those guys because I'm like, man, I'm gonna be so cool. I'm gonna be,
I mean, that depends on your education level. Because like, if you're really smart, they wouldn't even put you in the front lines, or
yeah,
they wouldn't even give you a
yeah.
weapon to begin with.
No, you have
saying,
the option, like regardless of how high you score on the ASVAB, you have an option. If you want to be infantry, they'll put you on infantry. However, they will strongly encourage you to go into another field, and they will entice you with money. Like if you score and this is gonna sound like a paltry number. So the aptitude battery they use is scored from 0 to 99. To get into, I believe it's the Army, and I'm gonna check this to make sure. But I think you have to get a 10.
what?
All you gotta know, you have to know how to point and shoot.
No, seriously. Let's see. ASVAB scores for Army. Is this all of them? Is this all the scores? No, that's a sample score. There we go. Here we go. Entry scores. Okay, so I was mistaken. All right. So the Army is the lowest. So remember, this is out of 99 questions. You have to get 31 questions to be in the Army. 32 questions to be in the Marines. 35 questions to be in the Navy. 36 to be in the Air Force. And 40 to be in the Coast Guard. That's the minimum score. Out of 100. Well, out of 99.
Wow.
There you go. You don't even have to make a 50 to get into every branch. Now, the thing about that is, though, the higher you score, brother, the higher you score, the more jobs you qualify for. So, for example, let's say you scored a 72. I think the only job you don't qualify for is a nuclear technician. And I think that's a minimum score of 74. I think.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What did you score? If you don't mind me
93.
asking?
Jesus.
I missed 7 questions, and I know they were in math because I'm fucking terrible at math. Like,
What'd you major in?
oh, what was my rate? My rate was
No,
electronic.
major. I mean, like in college.
Oh, I didn't go to college.
Oh.
Bro, I didn't even finish high school. Like, I went to the military at 17.
Oh.
Yeah. You can only do that with parents' permission. 1. 2, you have to score high enough on the ASVAB. And 3, they give you a GED test. Because if you can score above a 70, you shouldn't need any assistance to pass a GED. Because you still have to have a high school diploma or equivalency to be in the military. So scoring a 93. I remember the day I finished everything in basic. I was leaving basic camp. I was leaving boot camp for my.
You're cutting out.
Oh, my bad. I was leaving boot camp for my my schooling. 2 days after we graduated, they brought me and 3 other people into a small ass classroom, handed us a GED and said pass, and then left.
Did y'all cheat?
Wow.
With what? We just had the paper.
Oh.
We just had the paper. There was no books, there was no phones, there was no computers. We just had the paper and a pencil, and we had a time. We had an hour to finish the GED test. So we just
Our
because
minds combined.
you were just expected to like pass because of the aptitude test. Because holy shit, man, when I say people score single digits, motherfuckers were scoring single digits, bro. There are a lot of dumb people in this world,
Well, you could just go on Twitter for that.
bruh. So this man will never miss an opportunity to shit on Twitter. But
Hey,
I remember
low-key,
in my
I would
school,
really
man,
actually like to see the average Twitter person take that test and see how they do.
bruh. Like at my school, I had the highest score at my school. And I remember like being on the bus and Cass was talking about like, yeah, I got a 30. Yeah, I got a 25. And I'm like, bruh, y'all dumb as fucking rocks. Holy
They
shit.
must have used Twitter.
All right. I will say that I was not dumb. I just didn't care. So when I was in school, I literally used to just draw all the time while lessons were going on. And it got to
I can confirm this. Nah, dead ass. One time we were in class and I wasn't paying attention because like I literally only did things when it was a test. Like if there was schoolwork, didn't do it. But I would always like pass tests, so I would make the minimum grade. And so like one day we was in class and I was like, I guess I'll at least copy off somebody to make it look like I'm trying. So I turned to this man, I'm like, hey yo, let me see your paper. He passed it over like nothing's wrong. I look at it. This motherfucker just got his first name on it. I just looked at him and I was like, yeah.
To them, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? I did what you asked. I did what you asked.
I hate the what's that? Show your work. I'm like, why do I need to show my work? I got the answer. I'm like, I didn't get the answer how you got the answer, but we both got the same answer.
Right.
I guess they want to make sure you're not cheating again.
I mean, in all honesty, there wasn't shit to cheat with it. like phones wouldn't just, you know, when shit. I think people was barely. I think 3G was just a thing on like 2 different networks at the time. Like people were still running around with fucking flip phones with like fucking MP4 stolen where you could only like have like 4 songs on your phone. People were still recording songs like in voice memos and shit.
LimeWire.
Nah, exactly. It was that Share Bear and all that shit.
FrostWire.
Man,
Fucking Share
what-
Bear.
Hey man, Jericho used to hook me up with all the mixtapes, man, off Share Bear. Used to write down a list of songs. I need these bitches right here.
So have y'all watched Moriarty?
Hell nah, I told you Cyberpunk like ruined my life.
I
started it and then Cyberpunk said it was ready and I was like tossed that motherfucking tablet so quick.
So I was watching it. It is man. I won't lie. My attention span was like a little bit skewed because I had just read Radiant before that, which we will talk about Wednesday. But man, it made it really hard to pay attention to Moriarty. Now, Moriarty is interesting. Don't get me wrong. It is super interesting. Because I watched I guess that was the pilot, the 00 episode.
Whoa, I actually missed a little bit, but continue.
Yeah, I watched like the 00 episode, the one where that dude was kidnapping all those kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, let's see what's going on here. Remind me a little bit of Lelouch. That's what's up.
What?
I can see that.
His deductive reasoning.
What?
His deductive reasoning.
All right, I'm listening.
Like, I don't need to hear it from somebody that just discovered Sherlock Holmes.
I'm
Oh man, bro, chill out.
Where who said he just discovered? He said he just started getting
Whoa.
into it.
Arguments against that.
Whoa.
myself, but-
I'm pretty sure he knew the character, but I don't
Exactly.
think he knew how interesting the character of Sherlock Holmes and his different variations. is.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because he just found out who Michael Jackson was.
That is true, man. He used to think Michael Jackson was like a lame. He used to think Michael Jackson couldn't sing or dance, bro. That's wild. That's honestly wild, bro.
This man just figured out about
false.
Michael Jackson this
That's
year.
false. But no. I'm listening.
Because like the reason I say it that way, so the Moriarty's deductive reasoning seems, I want to say to you it seems new, but like I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me more of Encyclopedia Brown than Sherlock Holmes. Now, I don't know if y'all read Encyclopedia Brown, but Encyclopedia Brown was inspired by Sherlock Holmes, but it was kind of like simplistic deductive reasoning, you know, because it's children's book. Whereas, like, for example, my favorite quote from Sherlock Holmes, which all of you should know by now, is whatever the
Elementary.
no, not that one.
No, he's talking about the impossible. No. He's talking about the impossible.
Yes.
But I ain't gonna lie. When he first said I was gonna say follow your nose.
No. But no, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. See, Starr knew which quote I was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna paraphrase. It's like, once you've explored all possible avenues, whatever remains, no matter how improbable or impossible, absolutely has to be true.
I heard that.
Yeah.
And that, like, going into Moriarty, like already knowing that and already being familiar with the processes of like the Sherlock Holmes series, I'm just like, oh, this is Sherlock Holmes just with Moriarty. Like, okay, that's what I expected going in, but it's literally Sherlock Holmes with Moriarty. He's just far more brutal with his methods. Like, the thing that attracted me to Sherlock Holmes was his deductive reasoning and how he got himself out of certain situations. Whereas Moriarty, he'll just kill you. I'm like, I dig that ruthlessness. But on the same token, like, this is the same song and dance that I've seen before. And from how it was spelled out to me, and what I was led to believe going in, was this is going to be something completely different than what I'm used to. And I'm like, no, this is exactly what I'm used to. Just, again, far more brutal in terms of the result, rather than the process being different from how Sherlock Holmes solves it. That's all it came across to me as. It's, oh, this is Sherlock, but just Moriarty's sensibility on what to do with the villain at the end, rather than arresting them and taking them in the Scotland Yard. Nah, he's just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna take it.
Well, you only watched 00, right?
No.
It's literally like Dexter.
Listen. No, what?
No, but no.
He hasn't seen Dexter.
I was gonna say, Star, you don't watch Dexter, but literally, it's like Dexter.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah,
I mean, which episodes has Uwe watched?
just the first one, I think.
Well,
He said 00.
I watched
right?
00, and I was in the middle of watching episode 1 when old Star here started talking about hockey. Y'all know how I get when y'all talk about hockey. I'm just like,
Oh,
I'm just gonna zone out.
Why you say hockey? You like a Jewish dad?
He said, "Fuck you," like how y'all treat me about bologna sandwiches.
Because I have such a
Anyway.
disdain for that word.
Let's not even
I only
get
think
on that.
only the 00 episode was kind of like a mystery like that. Because that's personally one thing I wanted to see one.
I actually no. I want to hear more from what he said before I actually elaborate, and you know more too. So
Go ahead, elaborate.
No, because
I mean, he finished, right?
Yeah, because like
What?
from everything, like from watching the first episode, the pilot,
First episode is filler.
and then watching the majority of the second episode, like I see there's room for potential. Like I've seen it, like obviously, of course, like every series, they have to do their whole introductory shit in the beginning. But from what I've seen thus far, not impressed. It's more of the same.
All right.
Expected.
So I'm gonna go first. I don't think this is a spoiler, but first is that kind of mystery of Moriarty being the one to solve the mystery. I think that only happens in the first episode so far that I've seen. And then I think the story's going to shift more in a direction where Moriarty's going to create complicated mysteries and Sherlock is going to be the one who solves them.
See, that would be a super interesting turn. Because like that would be great because you for anyone that's already familiar with Sherlock like myself, seeing the other side of it would be fascinating.
Yeah.
I think that's more of a thing where I need to see.
No, because I didn't expect it.
Wait, hold on. I actually wanted to ask Star, how many variations of Sherlock do you know?
Scarlet, and it was the last two. It was the last encounter. I can't think of the names, but the last two with him encountering Moriarty. And in the last Moriarty, not gonna spoil, but well, I can't explain. But yeah, I've been looking into it.
Okay.
But the first piece should be coming up soon in the Moriarty
The first one?
series in Sherlock Holmes, the book.
Oh,
Scarlet. I can't think of the name exactly, but the Scarlet, and they even name it the Scarlet.
I think the first
All right.
episode, the filler episode, definitely pulls you in a way. I thought the first episode was definitely interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the rest of the series
Studying Scarlet. That's what it was called.
going forward. I know I've seen it up to episode 3, and I won't ruin anything for you, Uwu. So I'll let you catch up to that. But the first episode, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'll wait till you catch up because the first.
No, go ahead.
Well, the only reason why I say that is because the actual first episode and the second episode are part 1 and part 2.
Well, that's why I don't want you to. I would rather hear him give a explanation why. Otherwise, when he hear the whole episode.
But yeah, so I'm gonna wait. But are we gonna? Do y'all want to talk about something else? Since we're
we
all
could talk about radio.
Ugh.
What was that?
It's like this. Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to save this for Wednesday so I could like read more. So I like.
Okay.
into
I
it.
actually.
You can say it now.
I mean, how
Man,
far
this
did you
shit
get?
trash.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. I want this for another
You wanna know what's
topic,
funny
bro.
though? Is I can see where he's coming from, even though I don't agree. I can see where he would probably say that. It does feel.
So, I'm so curious to hear it because
No, actually, I think I already know.
See,
What?
you
For
may,
some
Did you
reason
just-
prioritize
That's
everything.
even better. That's even better. That's
say
even
what?
you
better.
get me. You get me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with you, but I understand you. You prioritize originality, and like when you see something that's similar to something else, you immediately don't like that. Meanwhile, I
Why are
don't
you
care about
tired? Because
originality.
We've had this issue before.
But I mean,
Like that's why you like SAO, but like that's still about business.
Oh God.
Bro.
Hold on.
Bruh.
You mean
Hey, yo,
you mean
fuck it,
harem,
bruh.
dot hack?
I mean, yeah, that is true. And he Uwu love him some harem.
Harem dot hack. That's all
Wow.
is, bro. Harem dot hack, bro.
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
So,
Uwu,
all right. My main problem with Radiant, my absolute main problem with
All right,
Radiant
let's go.
is the protagonist.
Bullshit.
I cannot stand him. Fuck
Hold
this
on,
plucky
did you only read the
optimism.
first volume?
I read the
No,
first. and-
no. Even if he did, listen, bullshit. Go ahead.
I like how you just say that, and then you ask him to keep going. But-
No, I
So-
want to hear because that's already bullshit.
Nope,
But
he
go
remind me
ahead.
of Naruto. He remind me of first season Naruto.
Bro,
That's
you-
great.
You
look,
man, you got it,
look,
bro.
No, hold
You
on.
man, you got it.
Look, hold on before y'all try to get at him. This is actually the same thing I said when we were discussing it at first. But
No.
I'm giving him more of a chance. No, what I'm saying is I'm giving Seth a more of a chance because I can see the potential. But when you first start reading it, you get these hardcore like generic shonen vibes.
You do. You
That's
do.
true.
And
And-
actually, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and the fact that like it's so hard to like find that balance between like knucklehead character and like cool guy edgelord without taking them too far to either side. And I felt really like I see the progression. I see the progression coming. Granted, it feels kind of slow. I don't know, maybe because I'm like kind of spoiled with like other series, but like the pacing, like just seeing like all the wild stuff he does, and the fact that, like I think I compared him to like Gon, where I was like he does these things and kind of like just does them, and it's like the gung ho thing. While like I felt do it.
I was just saying, I completely 100% agree with you. I want to say something after you get done talking about this point.
The only difference, and I felt like maybe it's because I stopped after the first volume, but I feel like his is more of like he's like Gon, but without the like self-awareness, where it's like he does stuff and he's like, but I'm gonna be the good guy, and somebody will tell him something, he's like, yeah, and he instantly like just like, but me, I want to do this, and I'm like,
Gon's
I
not
get it.
self-aware.
Oh wait.
I feel he is, especially when he was like talking to who was he talking to about like when he was bringing up the fact of like he knows when he's putting people in danger and stuff, but he does it anyway because he feels it's like the best route. And I'm like, you know this and you still do it. That's a terrible thing, but you're completely self-aware of it, which I think is actually worse than people who just do it because they're pure intentions. Like I think in fact, not trying to go off on like Hunter x Hunter, but like I think Gon is like low-key a sociopath.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Like,
That's not arguable. That's not arguable.
But like Seth, I feel like it's a good thing that he's not a sociopath, but at the same time, it's like, man, I just need to see a little bit more, and I'm assuming I'm gonna get that once I keep reading. But like where I'm at now, I just hadn't seen it. That's all.
I feel like yeah, he's just like Gon, but without the consequence.
No.
Like I feel like he don't have like as what?
Let him finish. Let him.
I want to hear
Finish.
oohs before we give our positive.
It's not positive,
No.
but okay.
He said it like mine was negative. I just said I see like discrepancies.
No.
So-
I didn't say you. I'm just saying. I actually just want to hear oohs.
So, like, holy fuck. First and foremost, I'm gonna take a page
You
out
like
of Star's
Dread,
book.
son.
Nope, I'm gonna take a page out of Star's book. There was too many goddamn words, bruh.
Really?
That's fair. That's fair.
There was too many motherfucking words, bro. Like that first volume, I'm sitting here like, bro, they are talking so much. I
Volume or
understand.
chapter?
All right. No. I'm gonna let you go first, ooh, before I actually interrupt.
You already did.
Right?
I know.
I'll let you finish, but
That's BS.
I know, but I'm already starting other bullshit. But go ahead.
Well,
I'm gonna let you finish though. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Can I?
Let him finish. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I? Shit, man. Okay. No. First chapter, because that's all I could stomach. Cause fuck, dude. God damn, there was a lot of words, bro. A lot of words. After like the 5th page, I'm just like, bruh, I understand like the need to build backstory and to build character and to establish that Seth is headstrong. He's got a good heart. Kid's got a good heart. Kid wants to make a difference in the world. Awesome. He a demon. So like he feels he has an obligation to fight against the nemesis. Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
yeah,
Because since he's a demon, he's one of the only he's
not
1% of the population.
Sorcerer.
sorcerer, yeah, or infected.
I was gonna say he literally called himself a demon.
Did he?
Yeah. Like I remember that specific because he was pointing to his horns and was like, yeah, I'm a demon because I got these horns, and the other dude was like, yeah, me too, kid. And he like pulls off his head and he has those bat ears. He's like, yeah, and they were explaining like they are
There's no way they said demon.
I can bring it back up. I'm fairly certain he said he was a demon. I mean, I can pull it back up just to make sure.
Infected is the
Demon
word
and
that they
sorcerer.
use.
It's not even that strong of a point,
But anyway,
Continue.
while I look for that, like I can understand why y'all were like, oh man, this is so good. But man, that character building is so slow. And
You gotta skim.
at the time, yes, you have to
wait.
skim. In what way? There's a lot of fluff. There's a lot like
I won't disagree.
there's a lot you can establish.
You may let him go. Let
You
him
can
go.
establish
I won't disagree.
I can throw this away.
You can establish a lot of character building without all these like interpersonal arguments between him and I'm gonna call that bitch Asha.
Bullshit.
Alma. Like you can, because like, okay, man, how many times have you seen in anime or in manga like the master that has a short temper with their apprentice who is headstrong and impulsive when they're trying to teach them the proper way to go about it, but the apprentice wants to go about it their way even though they know their way won't necessarily work.
Pretty
Man,
much every shonen.
yes, that is a tried and true formula, and I kept
You mean
having to remind
at
myself.
the beginning of a shonen? So tell me.
So y'all remember
what the
when this
shonen
man
you're
said he
talking
gonna
about?
let me finish before he interrupts again? Y'all remember that? Because I remember that shit.
Y'all started talking. Y'all started having a conversation, so I started having a conversation. That's all.
That is fair.
Because this man is
Y'all
getting
having a conversation.
highly upset. Because apparently he's
I'm not
super
upset at
passionate.
all.
You sure?
I'm not upset at all. Y'all just said y'all wasn't gonna have a conversation.
No,
Yeah,
I
just
was,
keep
I
going,
was
just keep
just,
going,
I was
just keep
just
going.
adding to what he said. That's all. That's all.
Same.
So
I said-
I added as well.
You had
All right.
no-
Ooh, continue with your point.
Please, we won't interrupt.
Well,
So if you can't add and like,
It's good. We understand. I understand what Star's saying because someone else added something and then he added something as well.
If you're not gonna pump them up, I won't pump up my perspective either.
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry. It was the townsfolk that called them demons.
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the townsfolk that called them demons. My apologies. While I was
It's all
going
good.
through here, I just saw him pointing to horns, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's calling himself a demon." Roger that. But anyway, because they're part of this 1% that can actually touch a nemesis and not die, I can understand from him being so young, and from the importance that's placed upon him because he knows he's one of these people, one of these few people that can actually fight these things. That he has to hurry and become stronger so that he can become a force for good. But on the same token, it reminds me of what was the the other one that popped into my head along with Naruto, fucking Black Clover. I don't even know that motherfucker's name, but Jesus Christ, I got the same motherfucking vibes. The same vibes.
I don't know about that. I would say Naruto and Luffy.
Nah, I was gonna say he's more Naruto than Asta. I feel.
He's more Naruto, and actually, me and you may have had that argument a little bit.
I meant from an annoyance standpoint.
That's
Naruto's pretty funny though.
Because like you are correct. Naruto is funny.
Naruto was funny at the beginning.
Yeah.
Funny at the beginning.
Hilarious.
It wore out.
Stupidity.
No, bro, it wore out its novelty quite quick, bro.
I mean, none of them funny, and I put them all in the same boat. Austin, Naruto,
Sexy no Jutsu.
Seth, I put them all in the same boat.
Sexy no Jutsu.
Well, let me.
No, Seth is funny. Seth is funny.
Naruto funny too.
Naruto
is funny.
Naruto is not funny.
Seth is
hilarious. Okay. No, stop.
Naruto is corny. Naruto
can everybody?
Seth is corny on like a whole nother level, bro. Like,
because I think everything he's saying is wrong, but let's at least let him finish.
I think everything he's saying is wrong.
Let him finish. At least.
For the first chapter,
go ahead with that B hits.
The only saving grace of the first chapter was the bank scene.
I agree.
What?
I mean, not saving great, but that was the best scene.
Like,
you don't think so? It really tested his moralities.
Right? That established, like I said, he wants to be a force for good, regardless of how the townspeople treat him. Regardless of, he knows wherever he goes, once someone finds out what he is, they will treat him fucking badly. Like it's already been established. The townsfolk don't like him. They don't trust him. They don't want him there.
And there was even a scene where he was almost breaking. Yeah. He almost agreed with them, but then he switched back and he's like, "No, I'm not doing this." I thought that was a great scene, best scene in the chapter.
That was a great character defining scene. That's stuff that I like to see. Like,
but I do agree the beginning was a lot of dialogue heavy, and a lot of manga do this. That's why I'd rather watch the first episode. But sadly, you can't do this with Radiant because the anime is trash from the first episode. But I would just recommend just like skimming through it. And then like they added a whole nother character just to make Seth look stupid. But go on.
I'll also give him this. That last.
Your volume's kind of low.
Oh yeah, I keep having to, like, my mic keeps auto adjusting to be louder than it should. I gotta fuck with the program, so I'm constantly having to like turn it back down a little bit. But the tail end of the chapter where he actually like gets his shit together, and actually you see his true potential, because like, well, it's already been established. And see, just to show that I did read, it was already established that most sorcerers, nearly all of them, cannot use the magic system, the power system, which I forgot what it's called, without
just magic. Right, Fantasia. That's what you meant.
Fantasia. Yeah, you have to use either a feather weapon or feather gloves, and for him to use Fantasia without that, and then harness it and throw it back, that is a great what's that called? That's great foreshadowing to how powerful he could be. And I'm like, okay, cool. But for me, that one moment of like, okay, this could go somewhere, is vastly overshadowed by the rest of the chapter that just kept giving me vibes of like, man, this kid is annoying. This kid is getting on my nerves. Why won't he shut up? Why does he keep fucking up? Like, bruh, it's that whole thing. Like, this is one of my biggest gripes in animes, and it's one of the biggest tropes. When you have your protagonists fuck up on purpose. My Hero Academia did it in episode 7. I told you. When All Might told him not to tell nobody, and he told Bakugo to make Bakugo feel better.
Oh, yeah.
That pissed me the fuck off, bruh. I hated that. That felt like lazy writing. That felt like lazy writing, because they're building in animosity where there's already animosity. That was completely unnecessary, and then that broke the trust. He finally got the one thing he wanted, and the first thing he does is tell the person that dislikes him the most this amazing secret that could have repercussions. I hate that. because then they're gonna like do a callback, like, remember when he did this? And I'm
I mean,
like,
I don't think that's lazy writing, but I do think that shows like the character's extremely irresponsible to let your emotions just override your logic. Cause like there's no he told you not to do it, and there are multiple reasons why he shouldn't have done it, but then he did it anyway because he's like, oh, I feel guilty. I do think that was it. It showed a lot of unreliability, and if they're not gonna go back to that, then I think that was a pointless scene.
watch it be a pointless scene. Well, it's either gonna be a pointless scene or it's gonna lead to him dying. One of the two. But we're not
I
talking
don't think
about
it's gonna
My
lead
Hero
to him
Academia.
dying.
We're not talking about My Hero Academia. We're talking about Radiant. And then he did have his cool guy moment, because you know every protagonist has to have their cool guy moment where he like grabbed the nemesis like he threw that dude into it, and you know, because it's already established that it's kind of like a marshmallow type body type, so it got that depression, and then he used his titan strength and pulled its face so it blew itself up with his own blast. And I'm like, oh, look at him, he got his hero moment. And then Alma came down and was like, y'all gonna leave my man alone or I'm gonna kick your butt. And I'm like, yeah, just what I thought was gonna happen.
You love
Kick your butt.
So
What, he was
based on what you
incapacitated.
said, I feel like you really like this show because it seems like you just didn't like the beginning, but then like once it started ramping up, you liked everything afterwards.
Like, I can see myself like eventually growing to like it, but fuck, I'm just so sick
But
of that trope, and I have to
it's
remind
good that-
myself of the time period this was written. That's the one thing I didn't like, that I had to do that, but it's showing its age. 'Cause
What did he do? What did he do that was intentionally messing up?
Oh, well, the whole reason this whole situation happened is because he jumped right back into, right back into something where he had no business being after he was told not to go down there again.
Okay.
That is an intentional fuck up, because he did it the
I
first
don't
time.
think that's a mistake
and
because
punched a cow.
eventually. Oh,
And then he
I
went
see.
back after Alma told him not to, because he's like, is that a nemesis? I think that's a nemesis. He wasn't even sure. He thought the fucking cow was a nemesis, and it wasn't. And then he broke the nemesis
Yeah.
egg so he could fight the
Alright, that's fair.
nemesis. Like, come
it
on.
was. I think it was an accident.
That was real Goku
No,
of him.
no, that was intentional, because they
Bro,
told him
he
that was
was
a nemesis
hype about
egg.
it.
And then
they
he
were
did
like,
the
"You
Titan,
broke it." He
did
was
his
like,
Titan
"Yeah."
fist
Oh
off.
yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man.
It was.
Naruto never did anything like that.
In all honesty, you wanna know what I would have liked better? I appreciate
But
him
that's
getting his
what I
hero
liked
moment,
about-
but you know what I would have liked better is if he
Wasn't
would have
even a
just
hero
got
moment.
completely washed and she had to save him and hit him with that.
Dude.
What have we learned?
No. I think I did like that because he didn't know. We seen from the beginning he didn't know. So when the situation came, we seen that he didn't know. He cracked the egg.
No, he cracked it on purpose though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they told him what
But
it
you just
was,
said he didn't
and
know.
he broke it anyway. How could he not know? He was directly told.
Because he
That's why
he wants to win.
No, we
mean-
get that, but what we're
Okay.
saying is it's irresponsible. But the point I'm making is that not just the irresponsibility, the fact that he won. I kind of have an issue when people are irresponsible and then like something happens to justify the irresponsibility.
I do agree.
I prefer people to have consequences. Like as much shit as I gave people about Deku, the one thing that I did appreciate, especially early on, was every time he was like, "Oh, I got to do this thing to be a hero," he just literally kept on destroying his body, and they was like, "My guy, your shit is not gonna work if you do this again." And every time, like he still has the scars and shit, and I'm like, I can appreciate that. This was one of those moments where it was like he did a bad thing, but it worked out. So he's like, I could just keep doing the bad things, and I'm sure something later on should happen, but that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Just like, like when he
I
was first
understand.
getting tossed around, I was like, oh good, he gonna get his ass whooped and she gonna have to come save him. I'm like, I fuck with that. And then when he just like folded it in half, I was like, I guess. Like I'm like, all right, good for you. like he said, the bank scene was the better part. I feel like they still could have had him lose. Well, not necessarily lose to the Nemesis.
No, you're right.
Like, I feel like they could have still had the bank scene, but also have like her teach him a lesson. Like, I found it weird that they were trying to like have Herb learn a life lesson at the beginning. Like, I guess people can have a change of heart. I'm like, it's kind of early for that. Like, point isn't. I was like, you could have made that no matter who saved them. Like, they just be happy that somebody saved them. In fact, he didn't even have to win. They had a change of heart because he beat because of the bank scene. It wasn't even because of the Nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Those are very good points.
That makes sense.
Now, okay. No, well, you on your high horse. Come on. Let's hear what you got.
I think you need to read more. That's all I have to say.
Oh, I was
'Cause
talking
I
about
don't
Star.
think it gets better.
That's
See,
why
you were
that's why
completely
I'm trying
reasonable.
not to be overly critical of it
No.
because I know I only read the
No.
What?
What
Your
happened?
mic like messed up, bro.
Oh, I was saying that actually makes sense. All of what y'all said made sense.
Oh wait, did he calm down now? Did he have a change of heart?
Right?
Except for Seth being annoying.
I'm
No,
just
that's super
saying,
annoying.
like it made.
Nah, he's still pretty annoying. Like I said, it's not the fact of the jokes because I'm like, I get it, you know, shonen corny jokes, main character, whatever. But it's like how rapid they come, bro. It's like being at a
That
comedy
is
club
fair.
where somebody's just bombing and they just won't stop. Like I'm waiting on the dude with the broom to get his ass off of there, bro. I'm like, get him off the stage, bro. Somebody call Bernie Mac or something, bro. Like, get this man away. Literally, like every two lines,
That is true.
it's some joke. I'm like, bro, I can't get the fucking story because y'all always trying to make some lame ass joke.
I mean, I'm
No,
fine with it
like-
because I like the jokes, but I can understand not liking how rapidly the jokes are and how the story is told, like mostly through jokes.
Yeah, I said that the last time, but yeah, I listened to what y'all said, and I'm like, okay, I can take that perspective. I don't have to agree with that perspective, but yeah.
That's literally the only thing I'm worried about continuing reading is that I don't think the jokes are gonna slow down. If anything, I feel like they might ramp up.
I don't know if they ramp up. I think the story does get more serious, especially in this one arc. That's like my favorite in the story. I think the jokes really decrease and the story gets a lot more serious.
Gen Thomas said the best. Now,
What?
if you want to
It's
argue about that,
Gintama.
if you want to argue about that, we can go all day. But nah,
Nah, I ain't seen Gintama.
This is literally
What?
isn't about Gintama. Yes, we know it's a great comedy.
No.
but, like,
That's all I was saying. I'm not gonna argue about this series, even though I think he's wrong. I'm not gonna argue about what he said.
Wait, which is wrong?
What?
What's wrong? What
Are
do you think is wrong?
drunk, bro? this man said something that he be what? What do you mean? I can't deal with this man, bro.
Anyway, are you gonna continue the story?
All I'm trying to do is get a
Yeah.
grilled cheese.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, it didn't
Alright.
it didn't piss me off to the point Black Clover did through sheer annoyance.
Wait, why'd you say it's trash?
That's what?
Yeah, I never gave Black Clover another chance. I watched 3 episodes and all 3 episodes annoyed the shit out of me, so I said fuck it.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched 3 episodes of Black Clover, and the protagonist, the main character, annoyed me so much, I swore off the entire series.
Damn, bro, Asta was that bad.
Like,
I guess
bruh,
that's why you
Couldn't have
prefer
been.
characters
Couldn't
without
have been.
personalities.
Couldn't have been.
I cannot stand that incessant screaming. It just kept giving me a headache, and I'm like, fuck this.
Should have read it.
See, I probably
Yeah.
should have, but it already left a bad taste in my mouth, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about it's gonna be the next big thing, man. Watch Black Clover. Black Clover's gonna be great, just like they said with Blue
You
Exorcist.
should not. Did Twitter people say that?
No, this was just like different forums and fucking Reddit. I don't get on
Not-
Twitter like
anytime
that.
someone says next big thing is not true.
You right. That's what they said
Wait,
about
but why'd
Dr.
you-
Stone.
What? Oh, that's trash.
What about
But
that?
Dr.
anyway,
Stone is trash.
why'd you start with saying Radiant is trash when you like half of it, but didn't like half of it?
Cuz to me that's trash.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, 80%
Wait, hold
or
on.
more.
What's y'all issue with
Wait,
Dr.
wait, but you
Stone?
don't like half of SAO.
Let's be clear.
What?
Let's be clear. So, the first arc, beautiful. The rest of it, trash. Like you keep throwing like lumping all of SAO in as like this huge one thing. The first arc,
I mean,
perfect. Ancrad, perfect. Gun Gale Online, ass. Fairy shit,
Mhm.
it's actually
Ass.
Alfame, yeah.
Real life shit, ass.
Or the that's not what's it called?
The shit where he fighting that night bitch, ass.
Alicization.
All of that's
You
ass.
watched all of that?
Ass. Nah.
Now how you know about it?
Oh, because the Alicization shit that was integrated in a gotcha that I play. And I was like, man, fuck this hoe.
Wait,
Gun
how do you
Gale
know the
Online.
story is trash if you just watched the
Bro.
gotcha?
Gun Gale Online. I watched some of that and I was like, oh look, it's Laughing
Good answer.
Coffin. Yeah. Hold on. Let me continue on. Star.
Wait, how did you know it's Laughing Coffin if you only watched some
You
of it?
didn't answer.
No,
the
I watched
first one.
I watched all of Gun Gale Online because it was like, oh
Okay.
man, it's guns. Then I was like, man, this sucked. But I'm already watched this far, so I might as well finish. Then the elf shit came up and I was like, oh man, they can fly and shit. Then they started talking about Excalibur. I'm like, oh man, that's gonna be cool. And I kept watching, waiting for a payoff. That never came. Then I watched
Did you watch the purple hair?
the one with
Girl?
the pink bitch.
The what? Pink?
The one
No,
with the
purple.
pink bitch.
Yuki?
No, the little chick with the you talking about Cancer Girl. And she was hilarious. She was
Cancer
hilarious.
Did you like that or did you hate it? Because
Eh,
I know people like that arc.
nah, cause like okay, see, and this is gonna be super contradictory. I didn't like it because they made her a rival to Kirito, and I'm like, nah, bitch, you don't understand. If you're gonna
I
establish
didn't like
him,
that fight either.
if you're gonna
Strong
establish him
women.
as a broken character, continue to have him as a broken character. Don't introduce some new person
Mhm.
that has
Uh-oh.
not been
That's power
through anything
Strong
he has.
women.
No, it's not about strong woman. It's about the fact that
No,
they just try to
it's continued.
retcon his ability.
Yeah, like they
Because they're like, oh, he's the
established-
fastest reaction time. Then they pull this girl out of nowhere, and he's like, oh, if she played SAO, she would have gotten the double sword ahead of me. I'm like, but that's stupid. Why are you gonna do that? Why are you gonna
Right?
push him down a pedestal?
Because they have to
Ain't
they
no
had
need
to
to do that.
establish, you know, there's just I won't say that phrase them two was quoting, but they had to establish that she was great by knocking
They already
down
had
the
Asuna.
strongest character.
They already had
Oh,
Asuna as a
right?
strong woman, though.
Asuna Bay. And Asuna made sense
I don't know
because
about
she was on the front line with Kirito and they had
Exactly.
different strengths. Like
She was
he
in
had-
the Red Cross or whatever it was
right.
called.
And she was an officer.
She was a top leader. Yep.
like, bruh, she was
It's like
I don't
ain't no reason to push down. Like I don't like Kirito. He's a horoscope character, but I've respected his like fighting ability, and I don't like the way they just kind of retconned how strong he was, and was like, no, this person's stronger.
Hey, fuck Kirito. Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. I hate Meliodas way worse, so I ain't gonna hold you.
It's like introducing a character stronger than One
Way
Punch
worse.
Man. It's like you
I do
already
hate
established them at the
Meliodas.
top.
I hate Meliodas
Right.
way more than Kirito.
Maybe no. You can't introduce somebody worse than One Punch Man when the character existed before One Punch Man.
but
What do you mean?
Nah,
He been
no,
drinking.
bro. What I'm saying is, don't get me wrong. No, but it's different in that series. No, One Punch Man is like used as like we all know he's the end all be all, but at least there's other characters that like you use for scaling. That's how you scale. You see the bullshit they do, and then watch him like come shit on that, and
Like-
that's how you scale him because
Yeah.
he's like a joke character. But Meliodas is supposed to be taken seriously.
Nah, the power scaling in that show is awful, man.
Trash.
Like
It's some of the worst I've seen.
hey,
in
Star,
which one?
In any shonen, like personally, I think Hunter's
have
Chimera
so.
Ant arc, the power scaling was trash in that. I think Naruto's War, the power
Ooh.
scaling was trash.
Ooh.
But what's it called?
Ooh. That's good.
No, I get what he's talking
But
about,
then
but
this
at the same
show
time, you have to
was-
realize, like they
I
have to
agree
give
all
them
the
a,
way.
like, what's that?
This
But
show is
I'm not talking. I'm not
worse.
talking about power wise. I'm talking about like. I'm talking about just like characteristics. Like everybody who's watching One Punch Man, you know what Saitama is.
Yeah, but that's a
You
joke
get
show.
What? No, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like in like Seven Deadly
Seven Deadly
Sins,
Sins. They take it
it's not
seriously.
supposed to be a joke. He's supposed to
Mhm.
be a serious character. And these characters that you introduce are supposed to be, even though we know he's broken, they're supposed to be a quote unquote threat to him. Didn't they have a point where this man actually died and was like, nah,
Yep.
I don't feel like it?
And then he came back to life. He's too broke. Oh my
I'm
god,
like,
he has
nigga,
multiple
what?
hearts or something. And then
I was
he
like, bro,
died,
get out of
and
here,
he
man.
came back.
Fucking
No,
Takazu's
actually, that's fair.
cousin, bro. Get
No,
this
that-
man out of here.
I will give that a pass because it was, although
Give
it was
it a
not foreshadowed, which I
pass?
don't like. No, because it wasn't his own abilities, not because he's just so broken that he can come back to life. He was cursed with a curse that keeps bringing him back to life that won't let him die.
That's bullshit.
But I mean, I don't think.
Hey, Star, answer a question for me, bro.
Yeah.
How much have you had to drink?
I know.
He at least
There you go.
two in, bro.
I'm gonna say he drunk. He drunk, bro.
I know.
I can hear the can.
Enough.